What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to another live stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank y'all so much for being here. Happy Friday. It's Friday already. Lord, thank God it's Friday, right? So happy Friday to you guys, to everybody watching, all the ladies watching, all the men watching. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being here for this live stream. So yeah, we are back in the building. I'm gonna try not to keep y'all too long, y'all. But thank y'all so much for being here. As you come into the building, per usual, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. That definitely helps the channel out. It helps the live stream, you guys. Make sure you're hitting the like button. We want to make sure we keep the likes up. Just as many people, just as many people are in the building. We want to make sure we have just as many likes, right? So make sure you guys are supporting by hitting the like button. Happy Friday to you guys. I hope all is well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit the subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Also, you can share and like the videos and the stream if you want to. Also hit that notification bell to be notified when I go live or post new content. That is super, super important. All right. So you guys see the title. That's what we're going to be discussing today. I have a couple of clips per usual that I want to share with you guys. And I want to get y'all thoughts on it. So shout out to everybody in the building, everybody watching, Successful MD. What's going on? Hope all is well with you. Thank you so much for being here. Black Brandy Williams, thank you so much for being here. Hustle the Great. Lorenzo Redman, what's going on? UFO, Kamikaze One, Ryan Wedlow, Mo ENT. Thank you so much for being here. Says I've been watching you for 5 years. Good. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Thank you. I appreciate you. Django, Pratt, Unchained, Fourth Dimension, Divine. Thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to all of you guys and everybody watching. So you guys see the title. Hit the like button, by the way. Make sure y'all are hitting the like button as you come into the building. As you guys see the title, women's dating standards have ruined relationships men have checked out. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I have a couple of clips that I'm going to react to, which points to what I've been saying over and over, and many others have been saying over and over and over, that there's, pee in the dating pool. Okay. That, while men aren't perfect, women aren't either. And I just want to stress that. But there are a bunch of unrealistic women, as I always talk about, that is keeping them single, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Others may have a difference of opinion, but that's just what I believe. I think a lot of women are contributing to their singleness because they don't really know what men want. They don't really understand men. They don't really understand relationships and how they're supposed to go, how to make them work, how, they don't understand the fact that they have a role to play when it comes to a relationship, that it's not all on the man to maintain, sustain, get the relationship and all of that alone. A relationship takes two. But for some odd reason, women have been programmed or, I don't know, tricked into thinking that a relationship is all about a man doing for them, and they don't have to do much to either get a man, get a relationship, and maintain one. It's all up on the man to make the woman happy in their minds, and they don't have to contribute much to the relationship whatsoever. And I'm here to say that that is absolutely why so many women who are in relationships or marriages, why they're leaving, and why a lot of these women can't get in a relationship and to save their lives or a marriage, because they're thinking in that way. And I do think part of it is programming. The sisterhood, society has made all of these women delusional in what they think a relationship should look like. And on top of that, because a lot of these women have not seen successful relationships, I think that might be a part of it. Either growing up, the majority of us come from single mothers. Let's be honest. The majority of us come from single mothers You didn't see a father in a home. You didn't see the dynamics of a husband and a wife, how they interact, how they go through things, how they recover from those things, how they continue to thrive together. A lot of us didn't grow up seeing that. So all you have is the one-sided narrative from your mother's perspective, and that's all a lot of these people are going on. And this could apply to men too, but it's the women, in my opinion, who are more who just don't have an understanding, or they just can't grasp the idea that a relationship should between two people should be reciprocal. They don't understand that it's a give and a take. It's not that the man has to take everything that you dish out. In other words, you hear women saying, oh, he has to be able to handle me. That's the wrong idea. And I try to tell women that, no, sis, that is not going to get you a man. You got to be able to work with the man. You got to have some type of empathy, I would say, and compassion for the person that you're with, just as much as you want that man to have compassion and all of those things towards you. You want a man that's loving towards you. You want him to empathize with you in some way, because guess what? You're not perfect. And I think it hits women, especially just really women in general, honestly. I'm a Black woman, so I, I relate more to Black women, but this is all across the board, just women in general. A lot of women this is why the accountability factor is so hard for them to grasp, because they really believe that they do no wrong. They really believe that whatever they do, even if it is wrong, it's acceptable and a man should tolerate it. He should be able to handle them. And that's just the way it should go. And when men are saying, no, I don't want to have to handle you, you need to be able to have some sense of control over yourself. You need to understand your behavior, when it's toxic and when it's not. You need to be able to understand what is toxic behavior and accept the fact that you display those toxic traits, and that is unacceptable for especially the type of man that you say you want. So that's not going to fly with Pooky and Ray Ray. Pooky and Ray Ray don't give a damn, right? But a man who has standards and has, looking for certain qualities in a woman, this is where it comes into play. And this is part of the reason why so many women are single and will remain single, is because they don't stack up to the standards that men are requiring. And they don't want to. They would rather be by themselves and get old and just deal with it, rather than cooperate with a man. I hear women say all the time, hey, I'd rather just be by myself, because you don't want to have to go through anything. You don't want it, but the gag is to that, you still gonna go through some stuff, even by yourself. You're just gonna be doing it by yourself. So you would rather struggle and cry and be depressed and bitter by yourself than work with a man, a decent man. We're not talking about these men who are playing around and playing games, because that seems to be what the majority of these women are attracted to. And we're going to get into that, because I want to play this video and we're going to see why so many of these women will remain single, is because they would rather go after their type than the guy who would actually be good for them. This is why I say a lot of these women are creating their own situations. They're creating their own narrative. They are the problem with why they are single. They are programmed to think a certain way, act a certain way, and that is the reason why they're stuck where they are, complaining and confused, because they are stuck on this whole type. And I talk about it all the time. Your type. And I have a few clips to kind of back up what I'm saying just a bit, because I think it's true. In my opinion, I think it's true. I think a lot of women, and men too, to be fair, but I think the majority of women have this mindset and they don't know how to change it. And they're just going to keep trying to go. This is why they go after the same type of guys and getting the same outcome and complaining that all men are just trash. And that's where I say all the time, that's why I'm gonna have to tell you, no, sis, I have a whole different experience. And so just as much as they can talk about their negative experiences, then I can counter that and say, no, that's not all men, because I don't have that experience. That's my anecdotal experience, but that's my experience. So this is why I could never come on here and just bash men and just, for clout and money, because I don't have that experience, and I'm not going to sit up here and lie and make it up and to get views and women on my side. I can't do that. You know what I mean? I can't make it up. I can't do that. I got to speak from my experience and the experiences around me of people that I know who have good men, and they are good quality women. So when I see women who say all Black men are trash, that's where I say, no, sis, they're not. Just the ones that you've encountered, just the ones that you are attracted to, because women, they realize this, but they just want to play dumb and act like and don't want to accept it because there's no accountability. So the type of guy that you are attracted to, it's the bad guy, this guy who's not really relationship material. You just like him because he can put it on you real good, and he got that swag that you like. You really attracted to that, knowing good and well he's not the marriage-minded material type. He's not the marriage-minded type of man. That he's not going to be committed to just you. This, but that's what you're attracted to, and people cannot get past their initial attraction. And it's both women and men now, because we have men on here who say that's what they like, and that's the very thing that's going to get you into trouble, because the thing that you like it could be the very thing that's bad for you. So this is why I think personally people got to kind of get past that type and get to know a person and find other things that you are attracted to that, with that person, and build on that. You see what I'm saying? Because your type is, if you keep going after your type, and your type keeps doing you dirty and it's not giving you what you want, then you need to change your type. Amen. I'm just saying, like, you got to change your type if you want a different outcome. If you want the same outcome, keep going with your type. And this is the thing a lot of people are stuck on. Your type. But if your type is not yielding you the results you want, then it will make sense to change it, or just say you can't do it. You like what you like, and you're going to just stay in that situation. Successful MD says, Teddy Ruxpin's production ended a long time ago. Thank you for the super chat. Successful MD, I appreciate you. Divine says, you could also say the church is pandering to women, putting down the man, social media, single moms lying to their daughters, and how horrible men are. Oh, exactly. I've heard it all my life. Thank you, Divine, for the super chat. Exactly. It's all in the churches, social media, everywhere. Movies, Black men are portrayed in the most negative light. And that's why it's an agenda. It's an agenda to separate the Black woman from the Black man and have them out there by themselves. And when the ish hit the fan, then they're going to cry like they're doing now, saying, oh my God, we really need help. We want to go 50-50 now. We need a man. No, you need help. You're not genuinely interested in working with the man. You just want help now, because now you realize you have to do it all by yourself, and there's no help. There's no protections. There's no provisions. It's all on you. You fed into this whole feminist movement and told women they don't need a man. Thank you, Divine, for the super chat. I appreciate you. You fed into this feminist idea that you don't need your man, and they just swallowed it whole, and they're just out here thinking that is just exactly the way to go. I don't need a man. I can do it all by myself. And now you're in a position. Now you realize the provisions, protections, and all of that is excluded now. You can do it all yourself, but they didn't think about that part of it. You didn't look at the full picture. So now you're out here having to do it all by yourself, and a lot of them don't seem to enjoy that. But that's what you asked for, so that's what you get. And it's not the fault of the men. It's on you for believing that narrative and running with it, when the people who put it in place actually have husbands. They go out here and tell you that you don't need a man, but a lot of these feminists are married. They have husbands. But our women are the ones stuck out here all by their lonesome, still struggling, thinking that they can't settle or won't settle, and don't realize a lot of them aren't even in a position to settle. The men would actually be the ones settling for you. So we got to rethink this thing. Mo ENT, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. So yes, definitely women have have definitely ruined the dating market and relationships because they have this unrealistic idea of what men should be, black men should be. When they know good and well they don't hold other races of men to that same standard, right? A lot of these women only expect the most from a black man, but we see that the few of our women who actually divest don't really have that same expectations for other races of men. Our men have to have the swag and have to, look a certain way, make all this money when we know other races of men don't have to come in. The expectation and the bar is set low for them. They don't have to have all that money. They don't have to have swag. We see a lot of goofy looking non-black men who are with attractive black women. And that whole, what is it called? The black wife effect, where these black women are married to white men or other races of men, and these men look dorky and goofy at first, and then they show them how to dress. These women, that's the black wife effect. They show them how to dress. They get them together, build them up, make them look great. But where is that when it comes to a black man? And to me, I feel like that's only for non-black men. Because why is it that women have a specific type when it comes to black men, which we know it's the Pooky and the Ray Ray, who look good, probably attractive, muscly. He's what you like physically, aesthetically, right? And that's the men that they're giving the majority of the babies to because that's what they like. That's what they're attracted to. But these men are usually the ones they end up crying about, right? Just based on what women say. Those men are usually the men that these women are crying about and complaining about and just, feel lost because these men did not want to be what they wanted them to be, right? So these men did not level up. They did not marry them. They didn't take them seriously. They had other baby mamas, they out in the streets doing their thing. That's the men that you like, but those men are not what you need, right? But this is who the women are constantly running to because they have to be attracted to the man aesthetically. And they have to be with that look type of guy because he just does it for them. But why is it if you divest and go to a different race of a man, the man is nothing like that black man that you so attracted to? Why is the white man or any other race of man just a regular man? He don't have all these name brands on. He don't have no swag. He don't look like what you normally is attracted to. None of that. But you go into that and you build him up and make him into what you want him to be. Because why is the standard different when it comes to non-black men versus black men? A black man can't, he got to come to the table all with everything you want, but the other men don't have to. And you're willing to put in work and work with them and build them up. Why is that? So I asked that question because I'm gonna play. We're gonna move to the clip that the video I'm going to be reacting to, and it shows you exactly my point. And I think it's interesting and it's something worth looking into. Why a black man has to have all of this stuff when these other races of men don't have to, and you're willing to work with them and build them up. It just doesn't make any sense. So to me, when I hear women say, "Oh, he has to come to the table, I'm not going to build a boo, and he has to have it all up front," that's bullshit. You just don't want to work with your own men. You would rather put in a work with a non-black man and build him up to feel good about yourself. I don't understand, but you can meet a good guy, a good black guy, but you're gonna, oh, he was a good man and he's this and he adores you and like you and all that, but he just didn't do it for me aesthetically. I just wasn't attracted to him, or his fit wasn't nice. He didn't look good the way he dressed. Those are all things you can change. And with the black wife effect, we clearly see what they do when it comes to non-black men, but what they won't do when it comes to their own men, which is crazy to me. Divine says there's more sisters than black men, but the stats says black men are having better marriage outcomes. So who's the problem, ladies? Exactly. Thank you for the super chat, Divine. I appreciate you. It's a fact, but it's a fact that they don't want to accept. See, but we see it. We're not oblivious to it. It's just crazy. The things that the expectations for black men is way higher versus non-black men. Let's just say that. You love swag and all these things when it comes to a black man, but you go out and divest. These men. I've seen that. I've watched a bunch of the black wife effects, and none of these men had what you would call swag. They look plain, regular. They weren't that attractive, a lot of them. And then they show how they enhanced them, how they worked with them and showed them different things and made them into something that they were not in the beginning. Why can't Black women do that for Black men? So we're gonna react to this. This is the Pop the Balloon show that I just saw. We're gonna react to this to show you exactly what I'm talking about and why a lot of these women will be single, because they don't want to put in the work with a Black. You don't see a Black man as anything important. And even if he has a good job, could be a good dude, right away aesthetics throw them off. But when it comes to a non-Black man, you don't care about any of that. It's like you want a project, you want something to work on. But even as much as these women talk about men making six figures and making this money and doing all this, you still bypass what could potentially be a good dude because of superficial reasons, when you won't even do that when it comes to a non-Black man, if a non-Black man wanted you. So it's just crazy. But we're going to get into it. Successful MD says it delivers a sign of Pookietize and hate good men. Child. Thank you. Thank you, Successful MD. I appreciate you. It's sad, but it's the reality we live in. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up this, y'all. We're going to react to it. Make sure you guys are commenting and leaving your thoughts in the chat. Also, don't forget to support the channel via Super Chat or Cash App. It definitely helps the channel to grow, y'all. So make sure you are supporting in that way. And also hit the like button, right? So let's get into this video.
My name is Mawutin.
Awutin?
Mawutin. It's Yoruba.
Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 27 years old, and I also go by Moses.
Got it, okay.
It was given to me by a prophet.
Call you Moses?
Yeah.
Okay. And Moses, what do you do?
I am an aerospace engineer, and I'm also COO and co-founder of my own fitness tech startup that I'm building called FitKO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Well, I like to hit the gym, lift some weights. I'm also learning boxing, to help with my startup, and like biking, like video essays. I'm kind of nerdy like that, where I like video essays about psychology, philosophy, stuff like that. And then after I'm done with all my responsibilities, game for a little bit.
Okay.
Board games with some friends, family.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I really enjoy kindness. Someone I can feel comfortable around. Someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously, doesn't take life too seriously, and we can build together and be, have passion. Passion about our hobbies, our careers, and just be happy, passionate people together.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers.
Yeah.
Guess I'd have to say kids, but not like a direct deal breaker. I'd prefer not.
Okay.
Only because I didn't really grow up. I didn't really grow up with little cousins, little sisters, so I feel like I'm not, built for that. But I'm not, it's not.
And look, they got a pop because they got kids. I'm pretty sure more than one. So there you go. That's going to eliminate a lot of them, because as soon as a man, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any kids, his deal breaker would be women with kids, because he probably wants to build his own family. And so that's going to take a lot of them out anyway, but they probably not interested in him in the first place. Just a lot of them start popping as soon as the man walked out, because probably, they don't like what they see before they even get to know the man. Let's continue.
I'm not completely against it.
Okay, so you don't want kids at all, or
I do want kids.
Okay, you just don't want to date someone with kids. Yeah, that's not a preference for right now.
I see it a little in my future, because right now I see myself. I'm like building my castle, before I bring, my princess in,
Okay, all right. So we did get a few pop balloons. Let's go on over to those ladies, see why they ended up popping. Okay, let's start right on over here with your name and age.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm 24.
And Jasmine, what do you do?
I'm a cosmetologist, and I do fitness on the side.
Oh, cool.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Well, I just waited a little bit just because I like to hear people out, But I do have 2 kids. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, you said the kids.
Yeah, not a deal breaker per se, but
Got it. But she's someone that's your type?
I'd say she's my type. She's very pretty. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's got a nice smile.
Thank you.
Let's go on to our next lady over here. Your name and age.
My name is Alexis. I'm 24.
And Alexis, what do you do?
I work for the state of Arizona.
Very cool. So obviously, I don't know if you noticed, we do got twins here. Did you notice that?
I notice now.
Oh,
Sorry, a little slow sometimes.
and Alexis, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just not physically attracted. Like, you're very handsome, but
Don't worry,
yeah.
I'll hold on to that compliment for at least 10 years.
okay.
And I know you said she's your type, and with them being twins, I don't know.
I mean, I don't think I'm into people, with their name starts with A.
Okay.
I'm completely joking.
No, I'm just
We got a sense of humor, and that's one thing I think that is important in relationships, to have a sense of humor. If you can make a woman laugh or make the man laugh, I think that's a plus. I think a sense of humor takes you very far. If somebody can make me laugh, then that's a win-win for me. I just think that is important. And he seemed to have a sense of humor, which is great. You can, at least you can laugh with him and y'all can have a good time. And I didn't hear in the clip, the guy is some type of an engineer. I forget what, because I didn't hear it in this clip, which means, and he's a COO of his own company. So, I mean, he probably makes good money. If I'm not mistaken, what the job that he has, it makes over $100,000 a year. So he has a really good job. Aerospace engineer, right? He makes good money, I'm sure. But see, these women are looking for a man who makes over six figures, who have the swag and all of the things that they want, every single check off every box. And this is where they're going wrong. You're not thinking about working with the man and building with him, and including building him up, like help him while y'all help each other, like his outfit and all of that, because that's what they're going to talk about. He can change that. The same way they have the black wife effect. Why can't you have that with a black man? That's the part I don't understand. But they don't want to do that for some reasons. For some reason, they don't want to do that. When this man probably has everything that they need, everything that will be good for them, you're stuck on superficial and aesthetics when the man that you say you want is right in front of you, but you can't see past the aesthetic because you are used to a certain type that is not good for you. It never worked for you in the past. Make it make sense. You're fighting against your own interests. The things you say you want, you don't realize it when it's right in front of you because you're stuck on and programmed to think, I need a man with swag, but only it's a black man that have to have the swag. That's the part that's mind-boggling to me. But let's continue.
Okay.
That was a good joke.
Thank you. Let's go on to our next lady over here. Your name and age.
Alaya, and I'm 25.
Alaya, what do you do?
I'm a cake decorator.
Oh,
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's just the overall aesthetic. I just don't feel like it matched my vibe.
no.
So that's just it.
Well,
Other than that.
I'm lactose intolerant, so we couldn't get along.
That's fine as well.
Is Alaya, I'm saying that right. Is she someone that's your type?
I like bright colors. It really pops. So I'd say so.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to our next lady here. Your name and age.
I'm Asia, I'm 25.
And Asia, what do you do?
I do modeling, content creation, and I work with the Black-owned brands.
Ooh.
Yes.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I love all your attributes, but just weren't my type.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
What makes him not really your type?
I would say the aesthetic.
Aesthetic.
Yeah.
There you go. Girl,
What is my aesthetic?
It's just not for me. I like the aesthetic. I like the shirt. I like how you put it all together, but I don't think it's for me.
And what's your
Yeah.
type? See, what's your type? I wish the guys would ask them, what's your type? What's your specific type? Because if your type, that's why you're on the show, because your type is not working for you. You don't want to try anything different. And honestly, I don't think that they were his type. Because every time she asked him if these were, I don't think they were his type, to be honest. He was being nice about it. And I think he was low-key shading them. Because they weren't his type either. A lot of these women be surprised when the men say, you're not really my type. They feel, crazy on the inside. But, this is why I say, this dating market with these women is doomed, honey. These women are lost in the sauce. They don't get it. And they're going to be sitting here till they 60 if they live that long, 60, 70 years old, still talking about they will not settle. I seen a lady who looked like she was about 70 years old, still saying, I will not settle. I'm like, baby, settle, girl, child, please. At 70, nobody's going to settle for you. Period. DeeDee, I'm being honest. I get more respect from all other women unless I wear gray sweatpants coming from Home Depot. It's sad with the sister. So wait. You get more respect from all other women unless you're wearing gray sweatpants coming from the Home Depot. It's sad. It is sad, child. It is. These women are just hot to try. They don't really give a thing. They trying to get laid. That's all they want. That's all they care about. They care about a man putting it on real good and they lose their mind, fall in love, and then get screwed over both ways. Like, come on now. Thank you for the super chat, successful MD. It is sad. And then always talking about you, what type of man you want. Y'all, these women aren't even, they don't even stack up to the type of man that they be requesting. Like they be Wookishas, Bonquishas out here requesting these men with all this money. This is why this guy here is not their choice, because not just because of the way he look. There's nothing wrong with the way he look. He seems like a smart brother, and that's the part they're intimidated by. You want these hood dudes so bad, and you want them to level up so bad, you just stay single, and just keep fooling with the Pooky and Ray Rays and just keep on hoping and wishing and manifesting that he get it together. Because any other man outside of that, you're not really prepared for. Always talking about you want a man whole and all of this stuff, and you're not ready for a real smart brother. You're not really, really ready for a man who got his shit together. That's why you keep playing around in that same pool talking about ain't no good men. No, you want the Pookies and Ray Rays to level up and be responsible. Shout out to Pookies and Ray Rays because they get a bad rep, but this is what women are attracted to. And they getting everything that they want out of these women. And these women are sitting back crying and depressed because Pookies won't level up and take you serious. They never told you they was going to take you serious. They told you what they wanted, what they got from you, and that's all you get. You get a baby out of it, and that's it. And then you raise that baby by yourself, because it seems like every time they get a baby with them, they break up. Y'all notice that? Every time these women, they be with these guys, and then you go get a baby thinking that's going to seal the deal, and that don't seal the deal. And next thing you know, they broke up. Every time I'm watching Ashanti and Nelly, because y'all know Nelly just got arrested for something so stupid. A lot of these celebrities don't have, so he got arrested for no insurance on his car. That's usual. A lot of them don't have insurance on their cars purposely. They're on purpose. And not that he can't pay for it. A lot of them don't have insurance on it. They don't insure their cars a lot of times. And also with some type of drug, ecstasy, I think, or whatever. What do you need that for? You know what I'm saying? It's like she done had that baby, and although I wish the best for them, child, it didn't work out with the last woman he was with. That lady was with him all them years. He didn't marry her. She thought she was gonna get him to marry her. He didn't. And then now she's done spun the block, how y'all said, and spun the block, and now you back with him and got a baby for him. And next thing you know, they're gonna be broke up. That's just how it go. When them babies come, they ain't prepared for that. Because they know, oh my God, this means we got to be serious. She want me around with a baby. It's not like his first baby. Like, just somehow when they had them babies, they break up. All of them that going, you got issues with this person, then you think the baby gonna make it better. And every time them babies come, they break up. Just how it go. Let's continue.
I can't put my finger on it. Yeah.
Flat shoes.
That might be it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wear high heels next time.
Please.
Yeah.
I'll enjoy that.
So what would you say is your aesthetic? Because you got that twice now. They're not feeling
I'm kind of a dork.
Okay.
But like an endearing dork, you know.
Okay.
I can talk your head off about like some random topic.
Got it.
I love women who are yappers. So that's my thing.
Okay. Now, is she someone that's your type?
No.
I don't know. Models, they got a lot of business prospects. They got to be flying in and out places. I like someone who's a little closer.
Okay.
So
I did fly here, so I get it.
All right. Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age.
My name is Princess. I'm 23.
And Princess, what do you do?
Customer service and real estate.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Initially, it was the outfit that threw me off, but I do have a daughter, so.
Got it. Okay. And now, is Princess someone that's your type?
No.
I do like tattoos. I like art of any kind.
I appreciate it.
Honestly, I don't really have like a type.
Okay.
I had to get to know someone to really be close to them. That's why I like yappers.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Thank you.
He funny to me, child. Let me listen. He playing in their face and they don't even get it. Just delusional. That man is smart. And he probably make more money than all of them up there. And they looking at his outfit, basing it on that. I like the fact that he said, listen, I don't really have a type. I need to get to know a person. That's what I'm talking about. That this type shit is going to keep people single for the rest of their lives. So if you out here looking for a man or a woman, whatever you want, if you stuck on that type and that type has not worked for you in the past, common sense will tell you, pick another type. Because that ain't working for you. Common sense is not too common these days. People are just stuck on what they want and not realizing that didn't work for you in the first place, child. Divine, this shows the ladies are surface level thinkers. Millionaires don't dress in Gucci, baby, Louis Vuitton or flashy things. Successful men dress in chill clothing. Say it again for the people in the back, God damn it. Say it for the people in the back. That's what I'm talking about. But you can't get through to these hyenas as Crim. Shout out to Crim Secure. Miss Kendra, shout out to her. They don't get it. It's like you stuck on stupid. It's like, come on, get it together. That is a fact. These men be walking around who are rich. I'm talking about the rich. They're not walking around flashy, with name brands from head to toe. But they be having other things. They actually have these yachts and, they invest in, sometimes they're car collectors or watch collectors or, they have the things that they indulge in now, but we don't see it on their body. They're not walking around with, like you said, Gucci and all this shit on all from head to toe. That don't mean nothing. Walking around like this young man on this thing here, looking like that with regular shorts, look like a regular shirt and some shorts. His shoes don't look flashy or nothing like that. And be sitting on money. And these women are walking around just oblivious. Thank you once again for the super chat, Divine. Walking around oblivious. Oh, he got to look like he got the money. And then a lot of them that look like they got the money don't have it. Then you get with them thinking that they got it and realize they don't have it. And then you leave them because you was only there for what they could provide financially. And when you realize they can't provide anything financially, you're on to the next because your intentions are wrong. It's just the stupidest shit ever. God forgive me. I don't want to cuss, but it's just, I see this too much and I've seen it. And it's just like, wow, but you're still complaining. I'm like this. If that's what you want to do and you cool with it, I'm cool with it too. It's your life. But when you constantly say you want something else, and then when people offer you a little advice to say, maybe you need to try this, and you don't, I don't want to do that, you want to keep doing what you're doing and you keep complaining, and I can't deal with that. That's an insane person to me. Why do most of them dress like they pole divas? Pole divas? That's a new one. Successful FD. I don't know, child. Because listen, they be talking about the men outfit, and I'm looking at them like, what y'all got on, girl? Because y'all look a hot mess. I be wondering what they got on too. Like they don't be, Thank you for the super chat. Successful MD, baby. I don't know why they don't be, they don't be looking that good to me. Prime VA 757 says this episode is a great example of why guys like him marry outside of the race. Boom. Thank you. Good point once from you. Thank you so much for that. Exactly. Exactly. I can't say nothing but exactly. You're on point. Exactly, Prime VA. Exactly. Thank you for the super chat. That is why. And then when you realize, see, they got a man standing in front of them who makes the type of money that they say they would want out of a man, but because he don't look the part, he doesn't have that swag, and he by his own admission, he called himself a dork, which is sort of like a nerdy type of guy. I wish he wouldn't have said that, but he's acknowledging, hey, yeah, I might be a little dorky or whatever to those women, and they don't see what's in front of them. You won't give him a chance because he's not aesthetically pleasing to you. And all the aesthetically pleasing men that you've been with messed over you, gave you a baby, and you complaining, and you still out here at 30, 40 trying to look for a good man. And you don't know a good one, right? You won't give him a chance at least, to get to know him and see what he's about and really be missing out. This is why I say you don't know a good man when it's right in front of you. You want a man who makes all of this money. That man make decent money. He's an aerospace engineer. He make good money. And he is COO of his own company. I'm pretty sure he makes good money, but because he doesn't look like what they're used to, you don't give him a chance. And this is why they will continue to be single for the rest of their lives, because you don't know how to pick good men and you're looking for all the wrong things. And you're absolutely right. This man will go meet. He's trying with the sisters. He's trying. So this is when I hear women say, oh, the brothers get some money, they go straight to a white woman. No, they don't. You're looking at athletes and celebrities. You're not looking at the men out here who actually make good money still. They're not athletes and all of that, but they make good money. And y'all look over them. You pass them up because they don't have the aesthetics that you like, as opposed to trying to get to know the person and find out other things that about them. And you'll realize that there are other things that you could be attracted to, but you don't give them a chance. You just, I see only have the aesthetics, I'm out. And then you on this roller coaster of trying to find a man with the aesthetics to have everything that you want, and you realize you ain't gonna find it. Because the type of guy you like aesthetically doesn't have the full package. He doesn't have everything else you want from a man. And that's where they keep messing up. And listen, this goes for men too, because once again, I hear men say, oh, they gotta look like this, they gotta have this. And that's why you're gonna keep messing up too. Because usually those women who have all the aesthetics that you want, they don't want you, or they want you for your coins, and that's it. So everybody need to learn from this. Let's continue.
Good. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
I'm Alex. I'm 25.
And Alex, what do you do?
I'm a data analyst.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Maybe not this lifetime. Maybe the next lifetime when we're like butterflies and squirrels.
Like if we got reincarnated.
But this lifetime,
Dang,
it's not in God's plan.
You kept your balloon the longest. I thought.
Yeah, I was trying to find some razzle dazzle about you, but it wasn't razzling or dazzling for me.
Razzling and dazzling.
But you're very sweet, though. Somebody will love you for who you are, but just not me.
I love me, but it's okay if you don't love me.
Somebody will, just not me.
Eventually.
But yeah, there you go.
All right. And she's someone that's your type.
Next question.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go over your name and age.
Hi, I'm Taylor and I'm 22.
Taylor, what do you do?
I'm a lash artist, so I do that full time. Yeah.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's the outfit. I'm just not feeling it. And I don't know, the aesthetic too. Just not my type.
But isn't like aesthetic and like outfit like the same thing?
Right. I mean, like the whole video gaming and like.
Oh, I said that last. Dang, I should have not said
well,
that.
I mean, you said like.
After I'm done with my responsibilities.
Yeah,
as a co-founder.
I'm just not feeling it. It's not.
Just stupid. Stupid, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. The man say he do that after his responsibilities. He's a co-founder of his own business. He's an aerospace engineer. What's not clicking? Like, what is not your type? Like they don't understand. It's mind-boggling, to say the least. What is not what you. You can't make it. You cannot make it up. I don't understand. And then they'll be on this show and complaining on social media. Where all the good men at? I need a man to make this $100,000, and you don't even realize what was in front of you. You don't. And what happened to the black woman effect? Why y'all can't do that effect with this man? He could change his clothes. He could level up that if he wants to. He probably make enough money to do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could show him if y'all got all this style and all this, you know what swag look like, swag him up. Give him a few pointers on how to enhance his look. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And you be the woman to be there to be his helpmate. What is wrong with that? This is why I say they're gonna be single forever, child. Successful MD says swag don't pay bills or provide stability. I know that's right. I know the hell that's right. I know that's right. That's what I'm saying. Y'all they're looking for a man to go 50-50 now. They care about 50-50 now and make you a housewife. This man said he want y'all queens and princesses and all that. He said he building his castle for his princess. Y'all don't hear that? Y'all don't hear what's going on? The man who but see, they scared because you know you're not the type of woman for that man. You know he too good for you. And all you can point out is, oh, the outfit. Who gives a damn about the outfit, child? You should have been on there holding that balloon when you heard what he did, when you heard what he was talking about and where he was coming from, because everything he said sounds good to me. I didn't see a problem. And y'all won't even give him a chance, you know? But but for the ones who have kids, yeah, pop your balloon, because he don't need you and your kids. That's the type, that man need to create his own family. So if you got kids, leave him alone, because that would not serve him any justice. Pop your balloon and go keep looking, because he wants to build his own family, as he should. So if the ones who pop their balloon because you got kids, you did them justice. So yeah, but for the ones who don't have kids, you're looking to give her. I mean, I don't want to say it like that, but that I was about to say you're looking to give horse in the mouth. Like, this might be a good dude. I don't see anything wrong with him based off what he said. He deserved a chance, but low key, he wasn't really attracted to any of them anyway. Thank you for the super chat, Successful MD. None of them was his type. Quantum Solace, thank you for the super chat. Says DeeDee just contributing to the channel. Thank you. Bruh is clowning these modern women. Yappies is what we geeks call people who talk about things that are unimportances. Them tripping on his attire and aesthetics is silly. It is. Yeah. Well, look, yeah, he was clowning them and they didn't even see it. They're just looking at his outfit. I don't see nothing wrong with his outfit. Thank you, Quantum Solace, for the super chat. I appreciate you for the support. Thank you so much. They don't see it, and they never see it. We clearly know a lot of women choose wrong. I mean, I don't even have to see it on social media to know that. I see it up close and personal all the time by people surrounded by me. They pick the wrong guys, and I could see it from a mile away, but they got to see it. And if you could tell somebody all day, child, that ain't it, but, oh, I like him, and then you like him, okay, cool, go ahead on, do what you're going to do. And then the next 5 months or whatever, what happened to the guy you like, such as, we broke up. No shit. I mean, I could have told you that was going to happen, but you can see stuff, women with all this intuition and all this. I could see stuff and tell you that ain't going to work out, but you got to see it yourself and you got to go through it. You don't just want to listen. And then you meet guys that otherwise would be decent dudes, but you don't like their swag and they ain't this and they ain't that. But this guy you keep picking, the type of guys you keep picking, just want to screw you and, screw you and keep it moving. They're just trying to have sex. They're not trying to really be with you. And now you run around depressed like, I ain't gonna never find my person. You sure not the way you going about it, baby. Not with the guys you keep picking, the ones you are attracted to. No, you're not gonna, because all you're attracted to is what you consider is swag. You don't even give the person a chance. You don't even give another type of guy a chance to get to know them and really get to, spend time with them. And it's not just based off of sex. It's about the person, getting to know. And you'll realize there are more things that you could be attracted to other than just superficial initial aesthetic. I mean, like I said, you could clothes could change. We see the black wife effect, how they do it with other races of men. We see these men don't be having no swag and none of that. Can't dance, can't do none of that. But y'all help them out and build them up, right? You ain't afraid they're gonna leave you once you build them up. That only applies to black men. Because you don't want to put the effort into a black man, but you'll put it into other races of men and not your own, which is ridiculous to me. Because this guy here, they won't give a chance, but you're looking for another guy with the swag who's gonna hit it and quit it and not take you seriously, which is ridiculous. Let's continue.
I think it's just physically like attraction. Like, yeah.
I can't change that.
All right, you said next question on that last one. Is she your type?
Nope.
I don't think anything in particular. I prefer kindness. I guess kindness is my type.
Sorry.
But
I'm just being honest. I mean.
All right, cool. Thank you. Let's go on to our last lady here. Your name and age.
Paris, I'm 28.
Paris, what do you do?
I do property management, model, content creation, stuff like that. Yeah.
Busy, yep. Yeah. Now, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm gonna be honest. I do see you like a brother and like a homeboy. I'm gonna be honest. And the type of person I am, I have big mama energy, and I'm a big dominant. And
Girl, okay, big. What the hell is big mama energy, girl? You look like big mama. I'm just saying, like, what is big mama energy? It means you're aggressive and manly, like. So yeah, I'm glad she's honest in saying it, so he'll know better. But I don't think he's attracted to most of these women anyway. Big mama energy means what? You manly and aggressive. You think you're a man? You gonna run things and control stuff? You know, that's what that sounds like to me. An aggressive, manly woman. So yeah, that wouldn't be good for him either. I'm just saying, you don't need that. That's gonna be a problem. I don't think no man want a big, aggressive, manly woman. Just saying.
I wish I understood what that meant. So
basically, it's like I'm a person that like power, and I carry like alpha male energy. I'm an alpha female that's also in tune with my divine feminine and masculine energy. So
I'm somehow more confused, but I like long explanations. You know, I like things that are in depth, even if I have no idea what she's saying. But I'm sorry. I wish.
Okay. Now, is she someone that she's your type? If you saw her out, would you up to her?
Nope.
I don't know. I guess the dominant aura would just keep me away. I'd be like, oh God, and I get a little scared. You know?
Run for your life. Run for your life, man.
Thank you. All right, let's head on back this way. So that is all of the balloons popped, unfortunately, but we do thank you for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies.
Have fun.
He'll find somebody. Trust me. It just may not be a black woman. It may not be a black woman. But he'll find somebody. Shout out to him. I didn't see anything wrong with how he was dressed or anything. He seemed like a fun dude. He had some personality. He was funny. He had a sense of humor. I mean, and then, you know, and they're talking about this is a man who wants a family. Seems like he's building his castle for his princess and he wants a family. This is the type of person that he's probably exactly what a lot of these women are saying they want. But once again, they're not ready for the things they say they really want. This is why I say they're just BSing. It's a bunch of BS. You don't really want the type of guy you say you want. They're just talking. It's for attention on social media. A lot of this, you're just talking shit and you're just saying that and acting like, you know, the men ain't out there, but the men are out there. You just don't qualify for them and you really don't want them. You're just saying that, but you're really out here just screwing around and making babies with Pooky and Ray Ray. And that's what you really want. And you really hoping and praying that one day they'll wake up and take you seriously. And by the hitting 30s and 40s, crying, trying to convince yourself that you're happy by yourself and paying everything by yourself and being lonely by yourself. You happy. You claim to be happy doing that. And you know, you're really not. And it's just an excuse that a lot of these women make to make themselves feel comfortable doing what they're doing. because you're just not ready to be responsible and be with a responsible man. And then half of them don't even qualify for the men they say they want. You got 2 and 3 baby daddies. These young men who have their stuff going on don't need that type of drama in their life. Our community needs a new vocabulary for sure. Thank you, Successful MD. They do. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it how do you pronounce it? Sharaman Shanks. Please give to United Pre-K Fund. Please give to United Pre-K Fund. I don't know what that is, but thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous now. We see that it's an excuse. It's an excuse. You don't want to really be with the guys you say you want. You want it in a certain package, and they realize that is not happening, and so you're just going to keep making excuses. Because anytime you can so-called divest and go to a different race of a man, and these men don't have half the swag, all the things that these women, these vibes. No, you go in and you be with them, and then you come out with the black wife effect, which shows that they're able to work and cooperate with a man. You just don't want to do it with black men. And the black men who consider themselves nerds or, dorks or whatever, he said that those men probably have all of the qualities that you're looking for, but just the outfit and the swag is not there. But you won't use that black woman or black wife effect with them. And why is I can't get over it. It's just it doesn't make any sense. But I agree that this guy will probably get what he's looking for in a non-black woman. And then when they see that, and then she, pours into him and builds him up, and he marries her, and then they living good, then these women gonna complain. Oh, but you wasn't there with him in the beginning. You don't use that black wife effect on him. You don't show him better clothing options or whatever, and just pour into him. You don't do that with him, and then complain when he goes somebody else who will do it. So it's just stupid to me. It's just a lot of excuses our women make to continue to be single and fool with the Pookies and Ray Rays. That's how I see it. Hit the like button, you guys. If you come just now in the building, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. That definitely helps the channel and the stream out, you guys. Make sure you are hitting the like button. Let's move on. I want to play this clip for you guys and get your thoughts on it. Here we go.
Need to do that investigation. It don't matter how much you like them. Kitty and I were talking backstage, man, and be getting people up.
Nah, for real.
Like done got folks pregnant. Like done got folks burnt. Because whether you should be in a relationship with somebody and whether you like them, 2 completely different things. I don't purchase every pair of shoes I like. I didn't get every car because I liked it. I didn't move into the place I live in just because I liked it. Like is basic as fuck. I like cheeseburgers. Nigga, don't mean I should be eating at Mickey D's. Because don't that technically qualify as some shit I like, but ain't it bad for me? And that's what a lot of folks be doing is you just like some shit enough and you get close to it and you get close to it and you get close to it and you've done no homework over whether that person is trustworthy, whether they communicate well. You just like them. The vibe's good. Y'all stop using protection. Shouldn't be fucking in the first place, but y'all don't stop using protection because you like each other. You feel me? Bruh, I don't care if that shit unpopular to say. Y'all too goddamn old to be letting govern how you move with other adults.
Oh,
Like is some shit we used to write notes about in middle and high school.
I agree with him. I agree with what he's saying 100%. That's what I talk about all the time. I think people are so caught up in their likes versus what's good for them. Everything that you like is not good for you. And I think far too often people in general are more open to going after what they like in every way versus the qualities that are good for them. Yeah, he's right. I think the analysis he used with the, McDonald's or burgers or whatever, you like it, but you know that it's not healthy. You shouldn't be eating that every single day. Or, that's not something you should always have. And far too often, in general, you go after things that you like in every way, even if it's showing you toxic traits, even if it's showing you that it's really not good for you, you still go after it. And then when it all falls apart, a lot of people are complaining, wondering why. because if you're with somebody and they don't have the qualities that you want, but they look like they have what you like on the surface, but they don't really have the qualities that will benefit you long term. This is why relationships fall apart. You could marry somebody that have all the looks that you want, but that person is not the best fit for you internally. They don't care about you. They don't have the qualities you really need. And so eventually it phases out. Looks fade. The looks are never going to last. Even attractive people, eventually, if y'all together, those looks are going to fade. You're going to get old. You're going to start, those looks are going to start to fade. A lot of people gain weight as they get older. Things start to change. Like Trey Ferg used to say, you have hair and then next thing you're bald. So you lose your hair, even attractive women, those looks start to fade. You never know, your hair might thin out. You don't look quite the same, start getting bags under, your aesthetics start to fade. So you got to have something more substantial in that person than just what they look like. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting or being attracted to somebody that's attractive. I mean, that's just naturally in us. But when it comes to a point where you're forced to choose between what's best for your life and what's sustainable versus what looks good, you should, in my opinion, what's sustainable and what's going to be good for you overall and your livelihood is what's best, in my opinion. It's not just the looks. And I think looks are good. And I do think that there are attractive people out here, but it's more than just what looks good. Because see that, like I said, those looks will get you in trouble. Somebody looking good, but it's toxic as AF and just treating you bad and showing you all the traits that you don't want, got you stressed out. You don't know if you're coming or going. Just always a problem. That's not healthy for you or that. And that's not going to end well. That's going to end in you marry somebody, like you're in a divorce, or if you date somebody, it's going to end in y'all breaking up because it's not a good fit. So this is why I ask this question a lot. What's most important? And I hear a lot of men who say their peace of mind is most important. They'll take a woman who's, not as attractive, but she's attractive on the inside. I don't know. I just think that when you have a person who's gentle, loving, caring, concerned about you and what you need, that's more attractive than somebody. To me, a person starts when somebody treats you right, even if they're not as attractive on the surface, they become attractive to you because their inner traits start to become attractive to you because you love them even more because they're treating you good. They're giving you everything that you need to feed your soul, not just to feed your body. A big ass and titties, that gets old. If you got that, then that's not the biggest thing. After a while, if they're treating you jacked up, you're not going to even care about the big ass and the titties because it's like, okay, I got that, but she's a bee on wheels. It's like she treats you bad. She's disrespectful to you. You're gonna be stressed out to after a while. That TNA is not gonna look attractive to you anymore because you're so stressed out and trying to figure out why this woman is treating you bad, and vice versa. Somebody is dogging you out and just care about your money and that's it. They don't care. And that gets old. I don't think anybody wants to tolerate that type of treatment. But so I hear some men say, "Hey, if she's pretty, you'll take it a little bit. You'll take that a little bit more." But is that fair to you? Or if you treating this person well and they're constantly showing you they don't give a shit about you, but she cute, that's a horrible way to live. That's a horrible way to live. And I know people do it. But after a while, that's going to run you in the ground. You're going to get tired of that. This is why you see women, when these men really get fed up and they say, or even, they don't even leave. Like the woman will leave. And then you'll see this man with a woman that's not as attractive facially or on the surface, but she's sweet to him. She don't care about making him lunch and bringing it to his job and just showing him love all the time. That man falls in love with her after he's been through hell with this so-called pretty woman aesthetically, or this woman with the fat ass and all of this. You don't care after that. You'll take a woman with no butt who is really, into you. So I think men who do that, you don't do yourself any justice, just going off of that. And I've seen men who realize it and they're like, hell no, I've been through hell with this woman who looks good. I'm not trying to do it this time. I want a woman who cares. Because what's most important? The woman who cares about you or the woman who look good? And usually the woman who look good and have everything you want aesthetically, she's not a good woman and she doesn't treat you right. So what's most important? So I think men need to realize that too, just as much as women do too. Because a lot of men are in relationships with women who look good and they're catching hell. So if you want that, then you keep going after that same thing, then I mean, you're doing yourself a disservice, in my opinion. Quantum Solace says, I guess they don't realize my boy is a millionaire that gets government contracts. Perspectively, I don't understand why he's on the show when he can just chill overseas with women of worth. Thank you so much for the super chat, Quantum. I appreciate you. They don't realize it because they're worried about aesthetics, and that's all they see. Edward J. Robinson, thank you so much for the super chat. Chat says, went on a date with a 35 plus woman, no peace. She talked about her exes the whole time and how she's not feminine and doesn't wash herself. And doesn't wash herself all the time. Going to Thailand next week. I'm not proud to, though. Thank you so much for the super chat, Edward. That's crazy. You know, it's like, and that's why I say, listen, thank you for the super chat, Edward. These women are walking red flags. They tell you everything you need to know. As long as you're paying attention and letting them talk, you will know right away. It doesn't take a long time for you to realize that these women, who they are and what they think, and that they're not the right fit for you. You don't even have to date them a long time. Just like Edward said, that was enough to let you know that this is not your cup of tea. This would not work for you. And how did she look, Edward? Was she an attractive woman? Probably was. Was she attractive, Edward? Was she an attractive woman? She probably was an attractive woman, but that's what I'm saying. Everything that looks good is not good for you. And don't wash yourself. Just nasty. Nasty. Why would you tell somebody you don't clean yourself? Like that's a red flag right there. You nasty as hell. You don't clean your vagina. You're sitting up here talking like, come on now, you nasty. I would have said, I would excuse myself and left her sitting there, baby. Okay, I gotta go use the bathroom and got the hell up out of there. Child left her stinking ass sitting there. And who knows what she smelled. I mean, she might have not smelled on the date, but child, if you don't clean yourself, why would you be telling a man that on the date? Like, that's just dumb. Like, they don't even know how to talk to men. Nasty as hell. I mean, just nasty. Let me see. Was she? Oh my God. I didn't see. Yeah, don't wash yourself. But why would you be telling people that? Oh, she was not attractive. Okay, child. Well, you dodged a bullet. This is just ridiculous. Y'all the trip. In the comments, in the chat. Child, I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying. These be the very ones requesting the most from a man. You want all of this stuff from men and you don't clean your vagina? I mean, just disgusting. I mean, but you want a man to come to the table whole, and he got to make over all this money, and he got to have swag, and he got to be head over heels for you. Why would somebody be head over heels for you? And then they hate when you ask the question, what do you bring to the table? Oh, I bring me. And I'll never forget, I saw this lady. This lady had to be about 500-600 pounds, child. And she said she bring herself to the table. I'm like, baby, you are 2 tables. You're the size of two big tables. And you talking about how could you? And she didn't even look like she could get. She was sitting in the bed. She covered the whole goddamn bed. And she talking about she bring herself. You can't even get yourself out of bed, baby. Girl, this was a 600-pound life. And you talking about you bring yourself to the table. Who gonna? I don't think. No, you 2 tables, all the chairs. By your, who wants that? She looked like she couldn't get out of bed. And she said she bring herself, she is the table. Yeah, you 2 tables. and the chairs, child. And that's about it. Who wants that? With nothing on the table, you don't bring no offerings, no food, because you ate it all. Just saying. So ain't no picking you up, you know. Ain't no picking you up and, you know, having a good time. Can't even, you know, ain't no swinging on the chandelier with you. The whole goddamn chandelier will be on the ground. Well, you can't even really get her up there, you know, to the chandelier. You can't even, you know, pick her up. You can't raise them legs up. She'll fucking damn near kill you. You can't do nothing with that. I'm just saying, like, come on now. These men don't want women that's bigger than them. You weigh more than 3 linebackers. Just keep it real. I'm just saying, stop. You 2 tables. Somebody don't want that. So it's a delusional world, but it is. There's nothing we could, you know. What can you do about it? But just try to defend yourself and keep your standards high. Because they definitely living in a delusional state of a mindset, thinking that men owe them something. Like a man owe you something. Be ratchet as hell. Be ratchet as hell. And think that you're the prize and you're the queen and these men owe you something. It's crazy. It really is. But like I said, keep your standards high. Don't you settle. As men, don't you settle. You don't have to take on single mothers. Make them look. If anything, you are the prize, because a lot of these men walking around here do not have kids. And they're taking care of themselves. They're doing well. A lot of these women are not used to quality men. If you really want to be honest, a lot of these women are used to men who don't have their own place to stay, who don't have a car, who live in a mama's basement, eating Cheetos, sitting on the couch, playing video games. A lot of these women are only used to men who don't have anything. And they somehow make that the narrative for all men. Like all men are the problem. When you're attracting that certain caliber of man, and that's all you've been exposed to. So when you see a good dude who has it going on, you don't know what to do with him because he does not look like what you're used to. And that's not his problem. That's your problem because you haven't broadened your horizons. You have not been able to attract the guys you say you want. And that's the issue. But then when you see those types of guys, they're not in a package that you're used to. So you look over them and they're not your type. You don't have your swag, because the swag type that you've been used to is all you attract, and that's all you used to, you know, and you don't realize it. And you think there's something wrong with the guy when it's you. It's you, because you keep attracting that same type of guy. You keep giving that type of guy your attention. That's all you know, and that's all you're going to keep getting. And those guys are not committing to you. They're not going to marry you. They're going to play around with you because you're allowing them to play with you. And you're not opening yourself up to a higher caliber of man, which is not going to look like the Pooky and Ray Rays you're used to. So that's why it's incumbent upon the women to change their mindset, to change how they see men, to change the type of men that they're attracted to, and also to figure out what those men want. And the men who have standards and are looking for wives and really looking for a woman that they can really be with, don't want big old women who are the table. They don't want women, you know, they looking for a certain type of woman. And if you don't understand what those men want, you're not going to attract them, and you're not going to get them. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. So that's why I said women have the power, but just not the way they think. They think going out here and being able to sleep with whoever because the men are in their DMs and telling them, oh, good morning, beautiful, and all this sunrise shit and all this stuff. And they think that that's it. They think, oh, because I got all these men in my DM telling me I'm beautiful and, you know, and all of this, they feel, you know, empowered, and they feel like they got it going on, and, you know, they got all these options. No, boo-boo, that's not options. That's fake options. That's options for you, people you can sleep with. But the men not trying to take you serious. That's why you got all them DMs and nobody is trying to really be with you for real. So, my message is always, look, if you're really looking for something serious, I'm talking about commitment, marriage, those things. If you're out here as a woman looking for a committed, and a man and men too, looking for committed, serious relationships, you got to understand what that look like. You got to understand what that entails. You got to understand what you need to be doing, especially as a woman, because I'm speaking to the women, because women are the ones who are always complaining. Shit, y'all always complaining about there ain't no good men, but are you the good woman for the good men that you're talking about, that you're complaining about? And that's where I come from. You can't complain about something that you don't qualify for, nor are you trying to qualify for it. You just think that should take you as you are. No, men of standards, men with good qualities, they want a quality woman. They don't want a woman who's just coming to the table big as a house with a bonnet on in public and thinking that you're the best thing since sliced bread and you don't have no flaws and you're perfect. You can't be perfect if you're 500 pounds, boo. You 500 pounds or look like you 500 pounds, and you sitting here thinking that you're the queen of the Nile, and he's supposed to be, your servant, and he's supposed to be subservient to you because you're a queen and you got a big vagina and all of this kinds of stuff. You think that this man is supposed to be subservient to you and you everything, you're just so great. No, and you're not. A lot of these women aren't as great as they think they are. And then when they're being made aware of it, oh, these men are sassy. Oh my God, these men are trying to belittle you. No, they're not belittling you. You're just not used to the truth. You haven't paid attention to yourself. You're not self-aware. You don't realize that you're not as great as you think you are. Everybody is not a 10. You don't realize that you need some work. You need to work on yourself. You're not as great to the men as you think you are. You could be great as the greatest thing since sliced bread to yourself. But when it comes to men who are looking at you and men who want to date for serious relationships, they don't see you the same. And that's where they not humbling you. They're being logical and realistic and looking at what's in front of them. And if you big as a house and you a hot mess and you wearing bonnets and you out here thinking you everything, talking about you don't take baths, then you got a roster, you think that's appeasing to these men of standard? No, it's not. This is why you attract the bottom of the bottom men at the bottom, because you at the bottom. You attract what you are. And if you don't want to attract the men at the bottom, then that means you need to get yourself out of the bottom. You need to get yourself to a point to where you can attract men who are not at the bottom. Point blank in the period. I don't care how you want to try to spin it, how you want to try to make it look like it's something else. That's the bottom line. That's what it is. And if you like attracting the men at the bottom, just be okay there. And call it like it is. You like those type of men. You attract them. You feel comfortable with those men because you know you're right there with them. Then just be okay with that and stop complaining and putting all men in that category, because that's not every man. That's not every man. That is not every man. So as long as you keep thinking that way, it's going to be that way. And as you get older and you really run out of options, just accept the fact that you ran out of options. You didn't want to change your behavior or your mentality, and just accept that. I love honesty. Be honest and accept what you've done. That's all. It only can benefit you to be honest. Keep living in this delusional state is never good for anybody, in my opinion. And I see results of it on a daily. That is not helping. It's not yielding the results that they think they are. So, either you change up or you just accept your fate. So, y'all give me a minute. I got to use the bathroom. Give me a minute. I got to use the bathroom real quick. Successful MD says, notice how they lead with their body in silence. Exactly. And I talk about, thank you, Successful MD. And I talk about women always talk about men objectifying them. You objectify yourself. You talk about your aesthetics. and that as if that's going to get you the right type of man. No, you're gonna get men who are only looking at you to screw you, and that's it. Y'all go ahead. Hit the like button, you guys. I'm gonna take a quick break, quick break, because I gotta use the bathroom. Make sure you hit the like button. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick because I cannot hold it, y'all. Just give me 1 second, all right? 1 second. Lord, I'm back, y'all. This onesie thing, this is a onesie. Lord, I was struggling to take it off rushing. I fell down, everything, child. I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to use the bathroom. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, y'all. Looks like y'all hit the like button. Thank y'all so much. I'm back. Child, I had to go pee. I'm sorry, I could not hold it. Whew, this thing here was hard to take off and put back on. Anyway, I'm back. All right, so we're gonna go to another video I want to share with you guys. And then after this video, we're gonna give our 2 cents and then we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, support the channel via super chat or a cash app, y'all. That helps the channel out, you know. It definitely helps the channel to grow and help, you know, with things that are needed to help the channel to grow. So make sure you guys are supporting the channel. Yes, I wash my hands. Charles, oh my gosh, what is wrong with you? That's this. I talk about disgusting stuff. Yes, I wash my hands, baby. I wash my hands several times a day, honey. Oh my God. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. Yes, man. You have to wash your hands. What's going on? If you don't wash your hands, honey, you're nasty. What in the world, Lord? Hell yes, I wash my hands. And I'm not offended by that question because, baby, I ask people, you know, I ask my children, all they trying to cook something. Did you wash your damn hands? Don't come in this kitchen touching nothing unless you wash your hands, hot child. Child, we wash hands over here and we wash everything else too, okay? Vaginas and everything, butt cracks, we wash everything, child. Your cleanliness is next to godliness. You got to be clean, honey. We don't play that over here. Yes, I wash my hands. Yes. Yes. Hell no, you don't wash. You know, they say Jennifer Lopez go to the bathroom, and it's just allegedly, and she don't wash her damn hands, child. Like nasty. I don't give a damn who you are. Wash your damn hands, child. There's germs everywhere. What? I never looked at her the same when I heard that, child. And that's allegedly that she go right in the bathroom and walk right out like she ain't did nothing and don't wash her hands, child. That's just nasty to me. You need to wash your damn hands. Hell yeah, I wash my hands, baby. All day. All day. I ain't gonna even play. How the New Yorkers say, I ain't gonna even hold you. I like when they say that. I love the way New Yorkers talk. I ain't gonna even hold you. Child, you gotta wash your damn hands. Shit, that's why you gotta be careful when you touch people. People always like to touch you and do all this shit. No, baby, your hands is nasty. That's how people get germs and catch bacteria and all kinds of stuff. Baby, wash your damn hands, okay? Nah, I don't play that. I wash my hands, child, all day. But anyway, I thought that was funny. You gotta wash your hands. If nothing else. No, everything. Hell, you wash your hands, baby. You know, that lady said, who that was? Went on a date and she told me she don't wash herself. Nah. Soap and water, it ain't expensive. Shit. Thank you. Quantum Solace, thank you for the super chat. It says, DeeDee, I truly believe that these ladies just don't give a damn about us black men. You would think as much as we as brothers keep explaining ourselves periodically for years of the type of women we don't want, they continue the same status quo. You are absolutely right. Thank you so much, Quantum Silas. I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you so much for the support to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're right. I say this all the time. I've said it. These women don't give a damn. They don't, because they want what they want. They want men to conform to them. You know, they want men to, this is why they like to call men, now the new thing is sassy. It'll be something new, something else later on. You know, they want you to cater and conform to them. This is what the whole idea of, and thank you once again. I appreciate you for the generous super chats, Quantum. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. They want y'all to conform to them. They want you to follow their lead. A lot of them. And they know it's not right, but it's what they want. And they feel like they're in a position to get what they want. They feel like because they're working or whatever, and taking care of themselves. That's what adults do. That's nothing special. It's as an adult, you're supposed to take care of yourself. They really want men to follow their lead, but and do what they want you to do. You know what I'm saying? So when men are saying, hey, we like the natural hair, we like more of natural woman. We like a woman who's fit. We want to have children with her. We don't want an older woman because it might be a little bit more difficult for her to give us a family. They take offense to that, or they find something wrong with it. Try to shame men and make men seem like creeps or predators because they want a younger woman to build a family with. When in all actuality, in my opinion, I think it's better that you start younger building your family. That's just me. I personally believe, because I'm a witness to that starting young does not, hinder your livelihood. A lot of women think that when you start young, you're missing out on something. They really think that you're missing out and you can't fulfill your dreams or do what you want to do. And I just don't believe that, because, even though, look, I have a bachelor's degree, even though I've never used it. So honestly, I really didn't need it, but it was that mindset, just like the modern women and being raised by a single mother who, it all goes back to that. Me thinking that was something that I needed to prove some type of point to myself. I remember not feeling like I was worth much before I had it, because it's that mentality that, oh, you need to have this degree to feel like you're worth something. And now, in hindsight, I wish I never would have wasted that money doing it, because I never needed. I was a housewife and still pretty much a housewife. I didn't use that degree whatsoever. So it's just wasted money. But it's that mentality that a lot of women have that, hey, you have to get this degree and to make you feel like something, because I was also told that, hey, being a housewife was not a worthy job, that it was nothing special, that it was, you don't, I bought into that idea that, oh, because I was a stay-at-home mom, that I wasn't worth much, that I wasn't doing anything special, that I wasn't, I needed to do something else. So that made me think, okay, well, I need to do something else. But I did it while still being at home raising my children, and it was tough. But then I had a supportive husband who was still there saying, hey, if that's what you want to do, okay, do it. I'm gonna support you in it. Went to work, still came home and helped with the kids while I'm studying and doing all these things. So, I mean, but now I'm looking at it like I didn't need to do that, because what I was doing as a mother and a wife was good enough. And that was worth everything. That was more important. But a lot of people don't see it. That's why these women are so, they lead with that, because they think, they want to get more and more and more education. They want to keep going to school. When they feel bad, or they get this feeling that they, whatever, of unworthiness, they want to go back to school. They want to constantly go back to school and constantly go back, just piling on more and more debt, because that's the way they feel like they're worth something. So when they hear men say, we don't care about your degrees, it's a blow to their ego. It's like, well, damn. Now it makes them feel worthless. It makes them feel like, damn, you telling me you don't care about my degree, and I think the world of this degree. I think it makes me worth something. And for men to say they don't care about it, it's like a slap in the face to them, to their egos, because they put so much stock in that. They really think that makes them a better individual. And I'm here to tell you, it doesn't. Going to school does nothing for your person. It makes you feel better, but your feelings does not determine who you really are. Going to school does not make you a better woman, but they think it does. It's a delusional mindset. So this is why they want to go for bachelor's, master's, and that ain't good enough. I'm going to go get my PhD. Because the more they get that, they feel superior. They feel like, oh, I'm everything, And when it hurts them to hear men say, well, I don't care about your degree, because that don't make you a good woman. That's not what I'm looking for in a wife or a relationship from a woman. I'm not looking for how many degrees you have. I'm looking at who you are as a person. How you going to benefit me in this relationship, or how we're going to work together and benefit each other. It has nothing to do with your education. And that's a slap in the face to a lot of these women. But that's why I get it. Because I've been there. I felt that same, I felt similar, like, oh, I'm at home. But see, I was already a wife, though. That's the thing. I already was married and we was already raising children. But I still felt like that wasn't enough. And so, and so I did it, to make, and then realize that was dumb. For what I went to school for, I could have just read some books and saved those coins. And it doesn't determine whether you're a better mother or a better wife. It does nothing for your relationship, but makes you feel better. That's it. So women move based on their feelings and things that aren't real. You're really based in actual facts or any logic at all. So I get it. Successful MD says mature men are simple and don't require much. That's a fact. Thank you, Successful MD. I say that all the time. A lot of men are very simple. Women are the ones who are problematic in most cases, and make things bigger than what they actually are. Thank you for the super chat, Successful MD. Successful says nothing wrong with the backup plan. Yeah, I mean, it's a backup plan that I still have yet to use. Still haven't used it. Still don't really need it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, it could be used as a backup plan. There's nothing wrong with it. But what I'm saying is, it's the mentality. That's why I don't look. If you want to get education, I don't have a problem with it. But the mentality that comes with it, you don't have to have. Just because I went to school, I don't think I'm better than my husband. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't have the mindset, oh, I went to college now. I'm superior to you. You ain't shit. I don't think like that. And I think that's what women got to understand. College doesn't make you masculine. I don't think college should make you feel like you're better or, that you're the best thing since sliced bread. No, it doesn't. It shouldn't. And I think that's what women are confused. They think when they go to school, now you can one up a man. Now a man has to pick you because you're educated. That's stupid to me. That's a dumb mentality. It does not make you smarter. It doesn't make you better or any of that. You just have a degree in whatever you went to school for, and hopefully you can get a job in that field. It's for you to get a better job and maybe get a better salary. It doesn't make you a better person. That's like me saying, just because I don't know, just that's like a celebrity. Just use celebrities. You're a celebrity. You make a lot of money, so that means you're a better person. No, it doesn't. If you don't work on yourself, you're just a person who makes a lot of money. That don't make you a better. That's why I don't buy into that. I don't think because you make a lot of money that you are the best thing since sliced bread. No, you could be a horrible person with a lot of money, just like you could be a horrible person with a little money. You still got to work on yourself. Just because you go to college or whatever, that don't make you the master at everything. That don't make you great in everything. And most of the time, this is why a lot of women who are educated, who went to school, they can't get a man or keep one because they think that they're everything since sliced bread because they work hard to get a degree. Your job status and all that does not make you a better person, in my opinion. Lawan, the Scratch Off King, thank you for the super chat, says, I got divorced in 2019. I haven't been on a date in 5 years. Wow. Is that because you choose to? Wow. What's good, DeeDee? I'm new here, just seeing what's going on. Well, thank you so much, Apollos Harris, for being here. I appreciate you. Women created that insecurity within themselves because they think they know what men want and need. That's true. Mia's Bells. Is that how you say it? Thank you for that. That's true. Successful MD says, neither does a lot of money make you a high value man. Exactly. And I said that a long time ago. I think I don't thank you, Sister Swimdy. I don't think your value is in your money. I think it's who you are as a person, you know, because I don't believe that education or money really makes you the best person to be with. See, but I think so many people put so much stock in it. There are a lot of men who only focus on getting to the bag with the intention of thinking that that's going to get them the woman that they want. Now, women do value money and status. So it will might get you but I mean, that's when you're leading with your money. Because just because you make a lot of money, I mean, how is a woman gonna know how much money you make unless you flaunt with it? So you would have to make that money, flaunt with it, use it in order to get the type of woman, get the attention from the type of woman that you want to get the attention from. So that means you're going to lead with your wallet. And if y'all have been paying attention to my channel, I don't think that that's a good idea either, because you're going to attract a certain type of woman as well. You're going to attract women who may look aesthetically pleasing to you. You might be able to attract a different caliber of woman than you were attracting before. But a lot of times those women are only into you for your money. So it's a catch-22. If you have not been able to attract the bad bees, as they would call themselves, and then when you level up or whatever, make a certain amount of money, and then you go and get a certain kind of car, because you have to attract women with how you dress, with the car you drive, you have to present yourself in a certain way, then you will attract a certain type of woman. But usually those women are only interested in money. Those women are gold diggers, as I would call them. They out trying to get to the goal, and that's it. And with those types of women, if you lead with that, you're going to have to continue to lead with that. You're going to have to continue to show them what it do. Those are the type of women you're going to attract. You're not going to attract a woman who solely wants you for you. You're going to attract the women who want what you can buy for them, what you can give them. They want to go shopping. They want you to take them on expensive trips. They want to get flued out all the time. They want private jets. They want everything. So that's what you'll attract. And if you're not prepared for that, I wouldn't advise you to lead with your wallet, because you're only as good as how far your wallet can go. So now you're not attracting women. And I mean, if you're willing to do that, so maybe possibly get some sex out of these women, because in order to get that, you're going to have to pay up. It's going to be expensive. And if you can't keep it up, don't go that route. And I think that's what a lot of men are seeing too. If you're trying to build your money up just to attract that type of woman, baby, you're going to be spending it as fast as you're getting it. And this is where you find men going to jail for scamming, because they can't keep up the lifestyle. They start scamming, trying to make sure they can keep these types of women around, because that's all they care about. You end up, if you didn't know, you will know that all they care about is what you can do. They want the most expensive of everything. They wanted you to keep providing. You can walk around with these bad bees and you can showcase them all you want, but baby, it's going to be costing you an arm and a leg. So everything that you worked hard for, you better be willing to keep it up and keep spending, because as soon as you stop, she on to the next. And if she's a bad bee, like she say, she's attractive, she knows she can go and then get another trick, because that's what you'll become, a trick, tricking off to this woman just to have her attention. But do she really want you for you? Hell no. The majority of the times they don't. Palmer, what's going on, Palmer? Thank you for the super chat. Says been celibate 5 years now, going on 6. What? I gotta put the link. I need to hear about this. Thank you, Palmer, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Y'all need to talk about this, because this is interesting. Thank you for the super chat, Palmer. But yeah, so yeah, that's why I say that's not a good idea. Don't lead with your wallets if you're not willing to spend. And if you don't have it to spend, because you'll find yourself going into debt, you'll find yourself trying to scam and find ways to keep her happy, because deep down that that's all she cares about. So that's how I feel about that. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and play another video for you guys. We'll get into it. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Also chime in the chat. Here we go. I thought this one was interesting as well. So make sure you guys chime in on the video clip. Class's perspective says, I've been celibate for 4 years. Oh my God, really? Wow. You know, thank you for the super chat, Class's perspectives, and thank y'all for sharing. Like, you don't hear a bunch of men talking about being celibate. You hear the women talk about it and talk about how they're born again and all the versions and all this kind of stuff. But I never really hear the men talk about this. That's interesting. Thank you for the super chat, Classy perspective. I appreciate you. Let's continue. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this video for you guys.
Hi, Kendra.
Hey, baby, give me some light, boo. Oh, we go.
How are you?
What's your name, boo? I'm not going to talk. See, Facebook, Ashley was complaining because I was talking until somebody came on the show. So I'm going to show them the difference. I'm only going to talk when somebody come on the screen on Facebook, and let it just be dead silence until somebody pop up. What's your name, baby?
Vero.
How you spell that?
Vero.
Vero?
Yes.
How old are you?
38.
What you do for a living?
I'm a mental health therapist.
A what?
A mental health therapist.
A mental health therapist?
Yes.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, 2.
How old are your 2 kids?
15 and 12.
Say it again?
15 and 12.
Okay, both by the same man?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
No.
And what's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
Oh, where are you calling me from, Vero?
The Bronx, New York.
Bronx. So we got Vero, Bronx, New York, 38, Aquarius, mental health therapist, mom to 2 kids by the same man, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Okay, someone who has a profession, someone who's educated, someone who's ambitious and outgoing and loves to travel, because I love to travel.
You love to travel
a lot.
Okay, what are your deal breakers?
Smokers, no smokers, no cheap men. I'm sorry, I like nice stuff. I do well for myself and I get myself nice stuff. So if you're cheap, don't do it.
Okay, so she said no cheap men. Okay, I've heard this before. What you mean by cheap? I mean, these women always talk about you because that, once again, you want a man to spend money on you. So cheap, what do you mean by cheap? That's interesting. Successful MD says, successful 10 anos para me in stereo equals total peace. Baby, I hope I said that right. I hope I said that right. Thank you so much for the super chat, baby. Okay. I hope I said it right, y'all. Y'all crazy. Let's continue.
Liars, cheaters, like the regular stuff. People that don't cheat.
Wait, you say 10 years of being celibate? Successful MD, that's what you're saying? Or just peaceful? What you mean, celibate for 10 years? Successful MD, that's what you're saying? Oh, wow, y'all. Oh, wow, wow. Wow. That's interesting. That really is. That's interesting. Let's continue.
Their family well, people that's selfish, and let me see. And people that's like self-centered. That's all.
So what's cheap to you?
Good question.
Cheap is going to Applebee's.
Oh, shit.
Cheap is going to Applebee's. Like, I don't do chain restaurants.
There we go. See, I know it's some bullshit. Stop. Oh my God. Let's stop. There we see. I knew it was something. People be sending me these videos because they know how I'm gonna react. Stop. Cheap is going to stop. Lord have mercy. Quantum Solace, thank you for the super chat. Says DeeDee, I'm starting to realize that there are too many simpletons in America. For these women to start the meet and greet off from a transactional perspective they not knowing you from a can of paint is very telling. It is. It is very telling. Thank you, Quantum Solace, once again for the super chat. I appreciate you, love. Right. It is very telling. It really is. But you know, this is unfortunately this is where we are. You know, it's just sad. Really, it really is, and it doesn't seem to be getting better. It really is. It just, you know, I don't know. But thank you once again, Quantum Solid, for the super chat. This lady, I'm still thinking about her talking about you're cheap if you go to Applebee's, child. Let's continue.
Like I like restaurants that you never heard of the name, or if you did heard of the name, it's like, yeah.
So okay, yeah. So if a guy wanted to take you on a date to Applebee's, you would say no.
No.
What is that?
I don't even take my kids to Applebee's.
Okay, you know there was this whole conversation about the Cheesecake Factory. Could he bring you to the Cheesecake Factory?
Well, what restaurant did you bring you to, girl?
To go for a doggy bag, but not to take me there, no.
Okay, so what kind of restaurant should the man be willing to take you that you would accept?
Right.
Like 5-star restaurants. Like,
okay, name some.
Like stuff that you just never heard about. No chain restaurants.
So this is the first date?
Yes. Like, I went on a date before, and the guy, he took me to a Brazilian restaurant. Yeah.
With that guy, why didn't you just close the deal?
That was a while ago. That was a long time ago. He wasn't. That was our first date. That was nice. The second date was nice, but then he wasn't my third date. I just feel he wasn't my. Like, I was.
Is he the only guy that's ever done that, or this is what you get all the time?
Sometimes, not all the time.
Okay, but now it's the requirement.
Yes.
She full of it, girl. Please. You don't take your children to Applebee's. I mean, maybe they must don't go nowhere. And I mean, listen, I don't, you know, a lot of these women haven't had this type of treatment. It's wishful thinking. It's something that they wish they could get, you know. A lot of these women haven't had that. They haven't had a man to take them to. So you want to go to a restaurant that you never heard of. You don't know if the food is good. You just anything but a chain restaurant. I mean, come on. Like, so it could be any restaurant you think. Other than that, that doesn't mean it's a good place. And then if the food is nasty, then what? You're going to complain about that? I mean, it's just so stupid. I swear to God. It really is. And I mean, and these women are really, so it wasn't a requirement before. You just want to go to any restaurant that you don't know of. That, okay, he could take you somewhere that you never heard of. That don't make it great. It's just they say the stupidest things ever. And I'm saying a lot of these women, she's 38. A lot of times they're too old to be talking like this. You're too old to be thinking like this. It just doesn't make any sense. And low key, you know, no man probably never took you nowhere outside of Burger King. Just saying. But this is your expectations. This is what you are wishing and dreaming a man would do for you. Successful MD says people may not know that celibacy is strength. A loose person can't conquer a disciplined mind. Your inner man is stronger than the physical man. I agree with that, but you know, my thing is because women, thank you, Successful MD, once again for the super chat. I appreciate you. A lot of women claim to be celibate and they've been celibate for a certain amount of time. But the only thing I see with a lot of women is they become celibate thinking that they can erase their whole phases and erase their past. That's the difference how women. That's why I've only heard a lot of women talk about being celibate and they're born again virgins and all this type of stuff. They always do stuff and for different reasons than men do it. You know, I think a lot of women, you know, it's like they're trying to reclaim something, you know, that they, you know, or cleanse themselves, they'll say. And a lot of them don't even stick to it. A lot of them break their celibacy fast or whatever you want to call it. They don't really stick to it. You know, they do it to make themselves feel like they're doing something special. And then they break it with another Pooky or Ray Ray. And then it's back to the drawing board. So, it's just a mess. Class Perspective says, D, I can tell she's lying. She didn't name any restaurant or dress code or how you place your utensils. on a plate when you're done eating, or try to order a well-done steak and watch how people look at you. LOL. Exactly. Thank you once again, classic perspective. Yeah, she, and I realize a lot of these women be lying. That's like everybody, it's equivalent to people, everybody on the internet saying they make six figures when I know that's not true. Everybody on social media makes six figures. All these women got businesses, own businesses when they know they just work for the company. All of them got all these high demands and high qualifications they're looking for, and they've never had it before. This is why they say, oh, this wasn't my expectation then, but it's now all of a sudden out the blue you're trying to manifest a man to take you on a expensive date, because now expensive food dates are where it's at, and every woman is saying the same thing, so it means something now. If a man take you to, what is it, Applebee's, or what is the Cheesecake Factory, oh, that's beneath you now. And I'm looking at these women and I'm like, what the, y'all beneath that? Y'all look like y'all right where y'all supposed to be. Honestly, a lot of these women look like that's where you should be, right at the goddamn Cheesecake Factory or Applebee's. That fits right into your MO. You don't look like, I'm just saying, why you deserves a man to go spend, you just want a man to spend money, or what? Or what? A lot of times I think they're capping. They don't really believe they could get that. They're just saying it because it's common to say. Thank you for the super chat, classic perspective. I appreciate you. It's a lot of talk. It ain't really. Charles Finn said 2 for 20. What's the 2 for 20? Was that Burger King? Right. Y'all look like y'all need a 2 for 20 shit. You don't really need all that. Men ain't got to spend all that money on you, child. Y'all don't, half of y'all want to go out with bonnets on anyway. So if you wear a bonnet, baby, all you get is a 2 for 20. Hell, that's what you deserve, a 2 for 20. You don't deserve shit. These men don't owe y'all nothing. Successful MD says the reason why many women are crazy is because they have too many body spirits in them. Just like these broke men with a plethora of titles. Thank you for the super chat, Successful MD. Yeah, it's true. It's just, whew, Lord have mercy. But I'm not supposed to be saying that. I'm not supposed to be saying you're not supposed to expect anything from these men. No, you should have high standards, but it should show in not just how much you want somebody to spend on you, but the way you dress, the way you present yourself, how you treat yourself, not just how much you spend. See, spending money on yourself doesn't make you special. It just means you like to spend money. Spending a whole lot of money on yourself doesn't make you special. It doesn't make you a high caliber woman. You just like to spend money. That's it. That don't make you special. How you respect yourself, how you treat yourself, the values and morals that you have determines the value of your womanhood, in my opinion. It's not how much you spend. You don't have to spend a whole lot. Spending a whole lot of money on things doesn't make it special. There are a lot of things people spend a lot of money on, but that doesn't mean that it's always good quality, and that means you just spend a lot of money. That's it. You like to waste money. That's all that says. I don't get it. Quantum Solid says, these types of women are problematic to me. When hard calamity hits America and her stomach starts touching her back, best believe a hot dog with relish will suffice only for the moment. Hell yeah. Thank you it makes sense to me. Thank you, Quantum Solace, again for the super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, they talk all of that, knowing that really, honestly, if a man was willing to even take them out, Applebee's and all that would be perfectly fine. That's just for social media, boo. Y'all just saying this because this is what you want to manifest. But if you found a man who even would take any interest in you whatsoever, and he say to you, gonna go. Quiet as it's kept, you gonna go. When you're not on social media, your ass will be right at Applebee's as a Cheesecake Factory, having you a good old time, happy and go lucky that a man is even wanting to take you out. Because I feel like Applebee's and all that fits you perfectly, in my opinion. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't see nothing wrong with Applebee's. I don't see nothing wrong with Cheesecake Factory or any of these places. You go to get something to eat. What's the problem? You're hungry, right? And if he's willing to spend any amount of money on you to eat, you need to be grateful. I don't understand why that's bottom of the barrel. He just want to give you the lead. He don't have to give you anything. First off, and I think women need to understand this. You don't expect to give him anything. You don't owe him anything. So why does he owe you something? Women always talk about, well, why do these men expect for me to sleep with you just because you took me out? Why do you expect these men to pay for you when you're modern women who make your own money? You don't really need a man, and you don't think he should expect sex from you. So you shouldn't be expecting all this high cost of stuff from him. He don't owe you nothing. He's just trying to get to know you. Don't owe you shit. Just like you don't owe him anything. So y'all on an even playing field. Accept that. It don't mean he's trying to belittle you. It doesn't mean he's trying to give you the bare minimum. No, he's supposed to give you shit. He don't owe you a goddamn thing. So I really wish they would get it through their thick skulls. These men don't owe you anything, just like you don't owe them anything. So y'all on an even playing field. Go out. If he take you to Cheesecake Factory and he paying for it, you should be grateful. Because he's willing to take you out and talk to you and get to know you and spend any type of coin on you. So you should be grateful. Meet that with some grace. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And get to know the man. Like, it's just crazy the unrealistic expectations these women have. That man, you don't owe that man nothing. He don't owe you nothing. Get to know him. That's what he's trying to do. Get to know you, to see if y'all have chemistry, if he is you somebody he want to be with, and if you want to be with him. Then if you establish a relationship, that's when all of that stuff happens. These women are tripping. You meet the right guy that you establish a relationship when he want to be with you, baby, you won't have a problem going to any of those restaurants that you want to go to. You want to go to, any of those expensive restaurants, it wouldn't be a problem. He'll take you gladly. You'll get more than what you're expecting if you get with a man who really want to be with you. These women think that somebody owed them off rip. No, they don't. I don't care about expensive restaurants. But if I wanted to go to one, my husband would damn sure take me to one. If I had a specific restaurant that I wanted to go to, I could go to it. He'll take me to it. So I think, and this goes back to women wanting everything up front. That's not how that goes. You have to put in the work. You have to build with a man. You just don't think, and on a first date too. Right out the gate. This is why men don't want to date these women, because men are expected to do too much and these women don't have to do anything. And then they think that showing up looking a hot mess with a bonnet on is supposed to show, that men really care about what you look like. Yeah, he wanted to make sure he was somebody who know how to present themselves publicly. I thought that was the stupidest thing ever for this woman in this video to talk about, men say, they don't care about looks. No, they care about you, the type of person that you are. So if you're a type of person that will come on a date with a bonnet and pajamas, that says a lot about you. And those men gonna run from you. You ain't making no point. It's showing the point that you don't give a damn about yourself or your appearance. And no man wants to be with a woman who doesn't care about her appearance or respect herself enough. It shows you don't respect yourself enough to come out any old kind of way. So he don't want somebody who's gonna feel like they can come out with him somewhere nice. You dress with a damn bonnet on and mismatched shoes, looking a hot mess. These women don't get it. They don't get it. They really don't. Successful MD says they don't deserve a candy bar from $1.25 tree. From the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I mean, shit. Unless they buying it themselves. Shoot. That's crazy. Classic Perspective says her date with me would be a slice of pizza and Pepsi at Costco or Sam's Club, and it would be the same. Oh, damn. Oh my God. Y'all ain't God damn. Y'all ain't playing. Oh my Lord. Christ. Dang. Oh Lord. Classic Perspective says, if the caliber of venue determines her behavior, she's a what? Oh, a prostitute. I live near some exquisite waterfront restaurants. I wish I would take one to eat. Right. Y'all, oh Lord. Thank you, Classy, for the super chat. Jesus Lord. Damn. Okay. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay. Y'all ain't playing. All right. Let's continue.
Yeah, so no chain restaurant. So she said Applebee's. I said
Red Lobster.
Where?
Applebee's. I said Red Lobster, Applebee's, Longhorn Steakhouse. No. No.
Let me just say this. A little fun fact. When I was in college, I was a waitress at Applebee's.
Oh. Nice. But,
how old are you again? Oh, you're 38. Yes. Okay.
38.
Five-star restaurants are the requirement. First date.
Yeah. If I can take myself there, they should take me there too.
Okay. Girl, you know you're gonna be a highlight, and you know they about to come for you. So I want you to prepare.
They can all come. I got all my money to back it up.
Be ready to back it up. Now, should the guy look a certain way?
Not really. Now that I'm older, like I used to have like a type, like tall, dark and muscular, but now it's just like, it's what's inside, the personality that matters, and how they treat people. Yeah.
Okay. They're telling me to hang up on you. I'm not hanging up on you. Okay, now you already know the guy has to bring you to a 5-star restaurant. First date, no chain restaurants. Should he make a certain amount of money?
As long as that he's able to take care of himself and his responsibilities and not ask me for no money.
And afford a 5-star restaurant and afford literally at least a $200 first date bare minimum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do the Kendrick Kim.
There we go. Let's see what you want from the girl. You want a $200 dinner date. Come on now. Let's see. You better be bad. Come on. You got it going on to be asking for a $200 dinner date first.
Come on, man. He ain't rolling up. Applebee's got some good desserts though, y'all.
Let's see what you work with. You better come on, bring it. Come on now.
We gotta see your full body, baby girl.
All right, come on, full body. We gotta know what you work. Come on, because you asking for a lot.
Okay, let's see you, girl. 5-star, don't play with it. 5-star restaurants only. Thank you to the cameraman. All right, Vero, right?
Yes.
What was your last relationship?
Oh, that was a while ago.
What's a while ago?
Like more than 5 years ago.
5 years ago? Why haven't you gone on a date in 5 years?
No, I've been on a date. I just haven't been on a relationship.
You're right. That's the question. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to. Well, why do you think you've been single for 5 years?
Because I have high standards. And people, they think my standards are outlandish, but I feel like my standards is right for me. So I'll keep checking until I find the right person.
I was going
to check.
Okay, I'm happy you got there. So let's have a conversation.
Now, before she had that conversation, so 5 years, you haven't been in a relationship in 5 years. That's telling you something. She's 38. The options aren't going to just all of a sudden become more vast as you get older. You know what I'm saying? She may be a nice woman or whatever, but you got to understand with, if you are going to have those expectations, then the men are going to have expectations too. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say this, but I don't think these women are smart. I don't think they're smart. I don't think they're using their education and their supposed, smartness in the right way. You got to understand, you expecting a certain thing, that is considered outlandish for a man. Then what do you think that man is going to want from you? What do men say they want? Who can provide that for you? So a man, he's going to want a beautiful woman. If he's going to take you to these expensive restaurants and, treat you out and want to showcase, he's going to want a woman that he can showcase on his arm who looks hella good. Let's just be honest. He's not going to want a 38-year-old, slightly overweight woman with those aesthetics. And I'm not trying to be mean because she's not a bad looking woman. It's just men are going to expect more for what they're putting out. And I don't understand why people don't tell women this. It's not to belittle you or put you down or, or shame you. It's just to be honest. These are the things that people didn't like about Kevin Samuels because he was honest about it. He was basically telling you what the type of men you're looking for would want from you. And I think for so many years, nobody's ever told these women what what those types of men would want from you. And men who usually have money, who it wouldn't be a big deal to take you out on $200 dates every time you look, those men want a certain kind of woman. They want a certain type of aesthetic. It's just what it is. And those men who have the money, who can afford to do that regularly, they want attractive women. They want attractive, fit women. They don't want a woman who looks like a mother, like an old mama. They don't want somebody who look like their mama. They don't want somebody who look overweight and look like their mamas. I'm just saying, like their mama who's chill and set in her ways, sitting back. They want attractive women, fit, what some would consider fine, attractive women. And usually these women who ask for all of this, they don't have that aesthetic. They don't. And this is why I think a lot of these women are grasping at straws. They're grasping at, trying to manifest this, or they're just talking to be talking, thinking that somehow some man is going to see them and say, oh yeah, I'll give her that. Or some man is going to be, desperate. Not even a desperate man is not going to look at her and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to give her all of this. She's so look good. And it's not to be shady or anything, but it's just, you got to be honest and realistic. A lot of these women are asking for too much and they don't really offer much in return. You want something, he wants something too. And if men are in charge of relationships, you got to be open to giving the man what he wants. But the women who are trying to give the men what they want are considered pick-me's. They're pick-me's because they're trying to get picked. And the women who are stuck on delusional land or can't get a man. Divine says, I'm from New York and trust me, she's invisible like Casper. Thank you for the super chat. Divine Quantum Solace says, if she has high standards, well then, should Gold's Gym be in the equation? I'm just saying. Talking about 5-star restaurants, child, please. But Gold's Gym is never a part of the plan, Quantum. Thank you for the super chat. That you never hear that, because take me as I am. Once again, it's a delusional state of mind. Take me as I am. I don't have to be fit. I don't have to meet your expectations, but you have to meet all of mine. That's crazy to me. You don't have to put in the effort as the woman, but the man has to put in all the effort. He has to be everything that you want, but you don't have to be any of what he wants. It's a delusional mindset. I don't care what nobody say. It's a delusional mindset. That man don't want, that man don't want, I was about to say something, but I'm going to try to keep it cool. I'm not going to try to belittle anybody. These men, if you expecting all of that, they want something in return, whether it be, a beautiful, beautiful woman or a woman who's going to give him something in return. And you hear a lot of them saying, this man got mad. These men get mad because I don't want to sleep with him after he took me out. Well, because you expected this from him. He expects something from you. We're no longer in a day and age where most men, I'll say most, are out here trying to spend all this money on these women and then get nothing from it. These men are tired. They've been there, done that, a lot of them. Most of the men that I've talked to say that they was a simp at some point in life. And to me, I think that's honest and realistic to say. It doesn't make them a bad person, but they're honest about the fact that they probably thought that that's what they needed to do to get the women they wanted. But then when they realized that these women weren't worth it, they stopped doing it. Because they realized, nah, this is costing me too much. This is not a wise thing to do. I don't want to grow broke trying to please these women, and these women are not reciprocating anything. They're not worth it. So it's a wise choice to say, you know what, I'm not going to keep doing this. I'm going to, do my own thing. That's a smart move. It doesn't benefit them the same way it doesn't benefit a man to take care of another man's children. It's just a smart move. They realize, nah, there's no benefit in this. Men have been there, done that, realized they didn't get even a sock with their name on it or a t-shirt or anything. There was no benefit in taking on single mothers because those aren't their kids. At the end of the day, these kids move on with the mothers. The mothers turn the children, even if you built some semblance of a relationship with those children, she turned them right against you and reassure them that that's not your daddy and you don't need to be around him, and all that you invested into those children and that household and now the mother, you get nothing from it. So they made wise decisions to say, nah, it's not beneficial. I'm not going to do that. I'd been there, done that. I didn't even get a t-shirt from it. I'm not doing it again. That's all. But they're being shamed and bashed because they have standards and they realize that that's not a smart move to make. That's all. But women, on the other hand, are trying to justify their poor choices and try to shame men because men don't want to take on single mothers. Oh, well, you must hate your mother. Your mother was a single mother. Yeah, and that didn't work too good out for us either. Because we were raised in single mother households that were lacking. She was struggling. This is why they tell and teach their children that, oh, your mother was a single mother. She did it all by herself. She needs praises. And when you make it, you got young men out here trying to get to the NBA and try to become famous so they can take care of their struggling mother who was a single mother because y'all didn't have what y'all needed growing up. So now it's on him to get out and be super successful to take care of his mother when that shouldn't even be his responsibility, just to take care of your mother just because she chose a life of single motherhood and put the pressure on you to get up and do something. So this is why I've heard growing up that, oh, when your children grow up, your children, they're going to grow up and take care of you. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking care of your mother in her elderly age or whatever. But a lot of these women aren't elderly. You want son husbands. You want to put the pressure on them to take care of you because you chose wrong when you didn't even do what was necessary to make sure that your children were good. Yeah, you could say, oh, a lot of single mothers raise decent children. A lot of people who come out of single motherhood aren't the worst. So a lot of them turn out decent. But one thing they'll tell you is, yeah, they struggled. They didn't have everything they needed. It was a struggle being raised just by a single mother and not having a father there. But the women try to make excuses once again. Oh, well, the fathers were not there. No, you was hoeing and got pregnant. You don't even know who the child's father is in a lot of these cases. You were outside back then. They didn't call it outside, but you were outside hoeing around, sleeping around, having your good time, your young good time fun, and then you popped up pregnant. You don't like to tell them that, oh, you was hoeing around, sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Pooky and Ray Ray, and then you got pregnant. This was not a planned pregnancy. You didn't have a secure man in your life to where y'all actually had a relationship, and then y'all wanted a child. You wasn't married in a lot of these cases where you were pregnant by your husband and an active father there, because that's not what you chose. But all they turn around and say is, oh, the fathers chose not to be there. No, because you don't even know who the fathers were in many of these cases. Nor did you require marriage or a stable father to raise a child. You just required the D, and you went for the D because you was having a good time and you felt empowered to do it. And then D ended up to you getting pregnant. And you don't know who to pin it on because you don't know who you're pregnant by. And boom, the child. And then when the child grow up, or you tell them lies, or their dad didn't want to be there. Who's the dad? You don't even know. Most of these young men grow up saying, I didn't know who my father was. Come on now, we can't ignore that part of it. And this is not all women, but this is damn sure a lot of them. And then you repeat that cycle. You go and do it again and to prove that you didn't learn anything, that this was the case. Now you go get with another guy and get pregnant by him and he ain't nowhere in the picture. And you do it several times over. What's the excuse? There's no excuse. J-Rock, thank you so much for the super chat. It says Mary J. Blige had a song called Take Me As I Am. And these delusional divas took that and ran with it. Now fat Alberta wants to have high standards. Facts. Thank you for the super chat, J-Rock. I appreciate you. Right. So you just eating fat back and corned beef and getting big as a house and thinking that, and little Debbie and thinking that, you know, Big Debbie is okay. Take me as I am as Big Debbie. I don't have to make any changes. You lucky to be with me because I got a vagina. Well, these women don't want Big Debbie and these big vaginas that been all over the streets with Tom, Dick, and Harry, Ray Ray, and what's his name? Pooky and Ray Ray. The men don't want that. You don't want your sloppy seconds and thirds and fourths, and the children too. Why should that be? Why should men settle for that? You done went out and been ran through with Tom, Dick, and Harry, Pooky and Ray Ray, Cassius and Clay, and now you got babies by different men, and now you know your worth. Now you're 35 and with all this background, and now you know your worth, and now you're requiring expensive restaurants, 6 figures. Come on, who told you deserve that? Who told you that's what you should be getting? Who told you these men want you in the first place? Shouldn't they have options too? Shouldn't they be able to pick who they want? They don't have to settle for you. That's your fault that you chose to go out and sleep with Pookie, Ray Ray, Tom, Cassius, and Clay, and Tom, Dick, and Harry. That's on you, and make babies with men who didn't want to be with you. How many times we see women talk about, why the men that I want don't want me? Because that's you chose bad. You're picking wrong. The men that want you, you don't want them. Will probably be the better fit. But you want Pookie, Ray Ray, Cassius, Clay, and Tom, Dick, and Harry. And you go so much, you make a baby with them, knowing they don't want a family, knowing they don't want to commit to just you, knowing they got babies all across town. But that's the men that these women pick. They didn't want to complain. How you gonna complain about the choice you made? How you complain about what you are attracted to, and that's what you keep picking? How you gonna complain about something you keep doing to yourself? Nobody told you to open your legs to Tom, Dick, and Harry, Pookie, and Ray Ray, Cassius, and Kay and Clay. Nobody told you to do that. That's what you wanted to do. So take accountability for your choices and stop trying to put it on everybody else. You know, Tom, Pookie, Ray Ray, Cassius, Kay, Clay, and Tom, Dick, and Harry were not responsible. Why do you think you choosing to open your legs for them is all of a sudden gonna make them responsible? You got to take ownership in that too. But meanwhile, the guy who really liked you is not trying to just get in your pants. Oh, he ain't got enough swag for you. He don't quite fit the bill. You don't want him. He's not trying to just sleep with you. He's trying to get to know you and try to see if y'all can build something together. Oh, but he don't have the swag, and he don't have the right penis size, and he don't have what you like. So you go with the one that don't really care about you and just popping you up pregnant and don't give a damn about being a part of the child's life. You chose that. So everybody else supposed to feel sorry for your choices when you don't give a damn about what you're choosing to do with your own life? If you don't care, why everybody else have to care? Make that make sense. Successful MD says, honestly, they are not programmed by the system. If so, they will follow the direction of good men. It's only their true character being displayed. Thank you once again for the super chat, Successful MD. How should other people be more responsible and caring about something you don't even care about? That's crazy. We're supposed to have sympathy and empathy for you when you don't give a damn with the choices that you make yourself. Quantum Solid says, like I mentioned earlier, DeeDee, they don't give a damn about us brothers when they think that we got to accept this foolishness. Delusional. Yeah, but they finding out. Thank you so much again for the super chat, Quantum. They finding out. They realizing that's what that men are approaching them. See, and they're gonna realize they realizing men are not dealing with it. Let's continue.
Let's say you don't meet a guy that's willing to rise to the occasion for your standards. I don't know all the standards, but we know one thing: 5-star restaurants are the first date. Are you okay with not having anyone if that guy doesn't want to date you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've been going this long, so yeah.
Girl, you don't have no other choice.
Okay.
You have to.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Not gonna answer.
3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws. Okay. I'm very let me see. Withdrawn. Like I'm not. I don't really trust people too much, so it's hard. I have like a wall up, so that's 1 flaw. My 2nd flaw, I'm a big procrastinator, and that I need to work on that. And sometimes it's hard for me to communicate. I'm a mental health therapist. I help other people communicate, but I need to work on that my communication skills.
Okay. Yeah. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because a guy be lucky to be with me because I'm genuine, I'm honest, I make my own money, I have my own car, my own apartment, my own everything. I'm very ambitious, and if me and him would be a partnership, I always try to make my partner better, strive for greatness. So that's the reason why.
Could he have kids already?
Oh yeah, but he can only have up to 2 kids because I only have 2 kids.
He have only up to 2 kids. Okay. Yeah. Should he be in the Bronx?
No. The Bronx. No, he should be. He could be anywhere. Unless he could be anywhere. To be honest.
Be anywhere. Okay. All right. So we got Vero, Bronx, 38, Aquarius, mental health therapist, mom to 2 kids, 5 to 12, never married. All right, boo. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, I had to download it.
All right, you gotta download it. Vero.
Baby, listen, so I heard enough of that. Lawana Scratch Off King, thank you for the super chat. Says you cooking today. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Yeah, the idea, the things that they list as, the things that they list as qualities is just you being an adult. That is not a quality for a man, that you got your own apartment, you pay your own bills, you got your own job. You, as an adult, you're supposed to. Who else is supposed to take care of you? As an adult, you're supposed to take care of yourself, baby. You don't hear men run around saying, the things that set me apart is I got my own job, I got my own car, I got my own apartment, because you're expected to have those things as a grown man. And as a grown woman, those are the things that's the bare minimum. You're supposed to have your own place, take care of yourself. Who else is supposed to take care of you? So that is not that's not a win. That's not a quality that men are looking for. You never hear these women say, you know what, I'm a loving person, I'm caring, I'm empathetic. When I'm with a man, I'm committed to him. I'm looking for a man who has some of the same qualities, like a good person, loving, somebody I can cooperate and work with, somebody we can share in this thing called life together. He doesn't have to come in and fully take care of me. I want somebody I'm looking to work with and build with for real. No, he don't have to spend a whole lot on no date, child. We can just go take a walk in the park, talk, communicate. If you're looking for somebody with great communication or somebody you can build with, we're not perfect. So I know he may have flaws, and accurately display your own flaws, because when she asked him, what are your 3 flaws, child? It's never a real flaw, in my opinion. I'm withdrawn. No, you're overweight. What? Let's be real. Start saying the truth. You're overweight. You need to lose some weight. You're selfish. Start telling the truth. You need to work on your attitudes. And I'm not saying that's specifically hers, but none of them ever really come with the real. It's always something that's not really a flaw. It's never a real flaw. It's always BS. Tell the real deal. Tell you're combative. You was raised by that single mom who told you don't need a man. So you're going to have a hard time working with the man, but you open. Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. Yeah, you're masculine, entitled. You never been in a serious relationship before. You only had situationships, hookups. You only know how to screw. You don't really know how to work with them. You don't know how to communicate. She said that. Be honest. So they never really tell their real flaws. The flaws don't really be flaws because, you know, according to these, they don't see themselves. You don't know what you know what they are, but you don't want to tell it. But you think that it's you think that saying you got pay your own bills and got a job and you got your own car, that's, you know, that's helpful. No, that's called being an adult. Thank God you got the bare minimum. But always talking about he at least need to have the bare minimum. I mean, half of these women have never dated a man who had his own job. That's why they say that as you know, something to be so great, because they be dating men who don't even have a car, who walk in and don't have their own place and don't have anything. That's the ones they be giving them babies to. That's the ones they be dating because that's all they can attract. So when they say they got their own car and their own apartment and they got a job, that's a major deal, because they not, you know, they have to specify that, and they want to. And then when they say, oh, he has to have his own car, his own job, he has to have his own place, because they only date and only attract men who don't have the bare minimum. That's why they think now, oh, I need to raise my standards. No, you need to raise your standards, but you need to raise your standards on yourself. You need to raise your own standards and work on yourself. Your standards, you shouldn't bring the bare minimum to the table. You need to lose some weight, get in shape. You need to work on your image. Make yourself what you know the type of man you want. Because right now you only qualify for what you've been qualifying for. And that's the man who don't have a job, don't have a place to stay, don't have nothing, a car, nothing. That's what you're attracting, because you have not elevated yourself. You having a bare minimum is not elevating you. You have to elevate yourself in order to attract an elevated man, in my opinion. That's just what it is. And elevating yourself don't mean put more standards on him or more expectations on him. That means you need to have more standards, not just by you getting a job or going to school, but you need to work on yourself, become self-aware, work on your image, work on your attitude, work on the way you think. Start trying to figure out what it is that men want and change your behavior, boo. That's where you need to elevate, not go and get a master's degree and a PhD and you still stupid. And you still think with a warped mentality. All of that don't matter if you still have the wrong mentality, if you still selfish, if you still self-absorbed, if you still don't know how to cooperate and work with a man. All that other stuff don't matter. That's why they say none of that matters if you still think as an individual and not as a person who's open to working with a man. If you don't understand a man, if you don't understand anything about men, but you want one and the highest quality man, and you haven't worked on your own individual internal self, then you're not going to be right for any man. That's why your PhD and all that don't matter, because you think you're everything because you got a PhD, but you haven't put any ounce of work into your inner self and have not done any work on making yourself readily available for the man you say you want. It's all an entitlement thing. You're not working on that. You think you're entitled. You think a man owes you something. And that type of mentality is why a lot of these women will stay single, because you're not going into it with the right motives. You think this education and degree and all that qualifies you for the best man, and that does not. And those men don't want these entitled, individualized women who want a partner. Like you ain't going into a business. You want a partner with equal rights, but at the same time, you want him to come in and pay all the bills, like in a traditional sense. You don't really want to be equal. You want him to make more than you so he can pay for everything, even though you are this independent boss chick. Make that make sense. This is why they're struggling. So there's a lot that I think a lot of women could learn. I really do. And once again, this is not every woman, but the women who think this way. It's not helping, baby. It's not helping you. It's not helping you get what you say you want. You know, it's really not. Quantum Solid says a mental health therapist that definitely need mental help. Make it make sense, child. Right. You can't. Thank you, Quantum Solace, for the super chat. You can't make it make sense because it just doesn't. It really doesn't. So, you know, we need a lot of work. We need our women specifically, but women in general, baby. need a lot of help, because this is really not just Black women, it's women in the West, women in this country. Let's just say that. They need a lot of work, you know. You literally hear women saying, oh, I'm too selfish to be with a man, but I'm struggling by myself. You literally hear women saying, I'm too stuck in my ways. I don't really want to, you know, go through anything with a man, so I'm gonna just struggle by myself. That's what they're choosing to do. They know their issues. They just don't want to acknowledge it publicly. You know, they don't want to openly acknowledge that they have issues, and they have in the past. That's why every relationship that they've been in failed, because they had a major part to play in it. But they want to keep saying that the man was the problem, but they never want to tell their issues. But that's why they're single. You know, you go through 5, 6 different relationships and you didn't have anything to do with that. It was all him. That's bullshit. That's a lie. And that's the lie they like to portray, but it doesn't really help you. You could lie all you want, but it doesn't help you with future relations with a man. It just keep you single. The lies and the delusion will keep you single. And all the women who want to jump on that train and say, oh, you know, we're independent. We got jobs. We got bank accounts. We take care of ourselves. What do we need you for? Okay, keep that same energy. Don't complain about men not running to your aid when you're in trouble on the streets. Don't complain about men just turning a blind eye to what you're going through. Don't complain about that. You got it. Be man up. Man up and do what you say you can do. Stop looking for men to come to your aid. You say you don't need them, baby, so don't complain. That goes for every arena. You know, don't look for a man's protection or provisions or anything. Stop looking for men to pay all the bills and take you to these expensive restaurants. Y'all are men in the making, so you don't need a man. You the new men. You can take care of yourself. You can pay all your bills. You can go out to trips. You can feed yourself. Could keep that same energy. Don't look for a man to do any of that. If you happen to go on a date with a man, you need to let him know, you know what? I'm a man woman. I got this. I'm independent. I don't really need you, but it's nice to go out with you. I got my own food. Tell him that. We could be like, okay, cool. All right. I sit here and talk to you. You're going to pay your own. You eat what you want. You paying for it. And he eat what he want and he paying for it. Stop expecting traditional, things from these men when you say you're independent and you don't need them and you got it. So keep that same energy. Stop complaining about men not want to take you to these expensive restaurants and men wanting to go, you know, pay for you and you pay. Stop. If you don't stop, you need to come to the table and man up. Man up, because y'all act like men and you want to be like a man. Man up on every front. These men don't owe you jack shit. Man up. Handle your business. Lady men, handle your business. Stop expecting all this from these men. If you got it, if you take care of your own self and you could take yourself to these restaurants, keep on doing it. Until you understand that a relationship is a give and take. It's a working together. It's not he do everything for you and you barely do anything. He don't have to prove anything to you. Just like you don't have to prove anything to him. Look at it. When you thinking about it, this chivalry, this treating these women like ladies is over. Because y'all are not ladies. Y'all are lady men or men/women. These women even have the mannerisms of a man. They cocking their legs open and they to the side and they talking, what's up, son and bro? This is how y'all talk. And then y'all want a man to treat y'all like a lady. You don't act like ladies. You act like independent boss men chick. So there's nothing wrong with you being that, but accept the fact that men don't owe you anything. If you're equal to a man, you want to be just like a man. You're boss chicks like a boss man. You independent, you taking care of yourself, and that's a big deal to you. And you don't need a man, and you can afford all this expensive stuff and trips. Okay, you take yourself on these trips. That's what you want to do with your money, independent woman. That independent man don't owe you shit. So treat it as such. Don't use it. Don't want a traditional man when it's convenient for you. Take on and own your independence. Own it, love it, embrace it, accept it on all fronts, and move as such. That means, you could go on a date with a guy, but let him know, hey, look, I'm not looking for anything from you. We're going to go on this date because I just want to go on a date with a man, but I'm going to pay my own share. Now, if he turn around and say, you know what, I got you. Okay, well, let him get it. But you need to lead with that. Just like they want to lead with their education and they make more money than men and men ain't shit. Well, you need to lead with that on every front. I'm just saying that's only fair, in my opinion. That's only fair. Y'all said y'all don't need these men. They're dusties. You can handle all your business. They can't do nothing for you. So if you come in contact with a man who you don't deem a dusty, who actually makes more money than you, he still don't owe you shit. You make money, he make money. You independent, he independent. So that's how I see it. Thank you for the super stick of Mia's bells. I appreciate you, Successful MD. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, it's getting out of hand, but but we don't see women, really owning up to their independence. You're only independent to try to make men look bad. You're only independent and boss chicks when you're trying to put down a man. I don't give a damn how much money you make. There are lots of men out here who are successful, men who are taking care of themselves, working, providing for themselves. They don't need a woman, but you don't hear the majority of men out here running with that saying, I don't need women. I'm independent men. No, men have been independent. They've been able to take care of themselves. This ain't new. Women just now so-called get into the bag and now they leading with that. Like y'all done lost your minds. I don't need them. I'm getting to the bag. What can you do for me? Not a damn thing. How about that? They don't care to do shit for you and they don't have to. Because why? You don't need them. Y'all got bank accounts. You can take care of yourself. You don't need a man to do what you can do for yourself, right? Do it for yourself and love it and own it. Be happy about it. Embrace it because that's what y'all like to do. So I don't understand why all these boss chicks still want men to be traditional men when you are not a traditional woman. You don't want to be reduced to cooking and cleaning and being at the house. All y'all don't want that, right? That's fine. You don't have to want that, but don't try to force a man to be traditional when you know you don't want that. So if you don't want that, he don't want that. This is modern society. Women are equal to men, if not better, the way they put it. So why is a man still expected to hold these traditional values when women aren't? Come on, make that make sense, yo. Y'all equal. So you gotta stop with that. Y'all gotta stop with that. You really gotta stop with that. Because it's not cute. It's not cute. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna leave it there. We passed the 2-hour mark, y'all. We almost on 3 hours. I got to get out of here. I appreciate all of you guys for your support, the financial support, super chat, cash apps. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you for liking the stream. Make sure you like on your way out if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, watching the videos, sharing them, all that stuff. I appreciate you for that. Continue to do that because that actually helps the channel more than you think. If you happen to be in this live stream and you like the content and you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. Also, once again, share and like the stream and hit that notification bell to be notified when I post new content. That is super, super important. I'll be back sooner than you guys think. Yeah, I appreciate y'all so much. I actually got to get out of here. Thank y'all once again for listening, for sharing your thoughts, sharing your stories. I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. I appreciate everybody watching, the women and the men who support the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I thank you so much for continuing to rock with me. Continue to rock with your girl. I'll continue to try to post this content, y'all, because it's getting hard out here in these streets. Because you know, hopefully, like I said before, hopefully somebody gets it. Hopefully somebody learns something from what I'm saying. It's not meant to bash or put down. Take it as constructive criticism. If you're watching and you feel offended by this content, don't get offended. Use it. If it applies to you, take it as constructive criticism and try to apply some of it to your life and see if you get a better outcome. That's it. If not, if it doesn't apply to you, let it fly. That means I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who may be looking for serious relationships and really trying to build something with somebody, trying to get you to understand that it's not what you think. the information that the sprinkle lady and all these people are putting out here is not helping you, is not benefiting you to get what it is you want. Understand that a relationship is a cooperation between a woman and a man. It's not that a man is supposed to just give you everything and you give nothing. It's about working together, building together. That's what builds successful relationships and successful outcomes. If you really want what you say you want, then take some of this and use it as a benefit. Just try it. If it doesn't work, cool, try something else. But this idea that a man is supposed to give you everything on the first date and treat you like a queen and a princess, and he has to show it, it's not benefiting you guys. It's not getting you what you say you want. And if you want marriage, if you want to not just be somebody's hookup piece, if you just tired of being a side piece, or somebody that's just playing around with you, you got to start doing something to differentiate yourself from that type of person. You don't allow a man to just use you, even if you like him. Because if you put yourself in a position to be used, the ones who want to use you are going to use you. If they only want sex from you and that's it, and they're not showing any commitment because you don't require commitment, then you have a say in that. Your body, your choice. It's up to you. You determine who you let inside your body, just like they determine who they want to wife up and be with. And if you don't present yourself as wifey material, then they're going to treat you as such. And that's what a lot of women are getting. And they're confused as to why you can't get more. It's because you don't require it. It's up to you. Women have the power if they use it correctly. So if you're just out here somebody's play toy because in the name of you getting to the D and you having a good time, well, that's all you're going to be, is a good time to the men who want to have a good time with you. And then they're going to find somebody that they see as wife material and go marry them, while you're going to still be on the sidelines being treated as what you present yourself as. So stop thinking that it's all on the men and you have no accountability or responsibility for what you choose to do with your body, because it's all on you. It's all on you. You can't keep complaining about choices that you're making and the outcomes you're getting, because you're not requiring much. You're not putting yourself in a position to be the best that you can be in order to get the best that you can get. So if you're sleeping with a Pookie and he don't want to commit to you, well, because you sleeping with him, you're giving him a baby, you letting him do whatever he want with you in the hopes of him being better and taking responsibility. You see that he's not. Why you keep doing it? So it's not all on Pookie to be responsible, but it's on you to be responsible too. It's your body, for God's sake. So do better, and you will get better. If you keep on dwelling at the bottom, you're going to just keep getting the bottom. That's it. So that is it, you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Stay tuned for more. Make sure you guys follow go subscribe to my second channel. Backup channel, people call it. Yeah, backup channel. I'll be posting more content over there. Just bear with me, y'all. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch if you can. I'm trying to put content in other places, but it's a lot. So just bear with me, y'all. I will be putting content in other places and letting y'all know about it. But make sure you go over and subscribe to that channel as well. I'm live over there on this channel and Twitch as well. So thank y'all once again. I appreciate y'all. I love you guys. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.